weapon that has that stat on it and roll that instead?
I
That
could, but
changes every day.
it changes every day. I roll a 1d4 plus 1. That's okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, but
That's
you
not.
have like your regular one, and then you have your one that you customize, right?
So he would customize
No.
the same one every day for depending on what he gets.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal. Because even in this customized section, it doesn't let me add anything to spell attack or whatnot. So no, it's fine. It's easy enough. It's not a hard thing to do.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yep.
Hello.
Oh, and in a good sign that I'm doing my job, Chris, I got a fucking half deal on my day off that I was out sick.
That's
Because
awesome. That means the customer came in and asked for you.
Well, I had an appointment set up, and I had this girl buttered up all over the fucking phone. Never even talked to her in person, and she was sold within 45 minutes of showing up to the lot. So, like,
That's awesome.
yeah, I'm curious if it was like a good deal or not, because she had a trade.
Depends on if they robbed her trade or not.
Dude, even if they only took 1,000 off of it, I'll fucking take it.
Nice.
I just don't know because we sold her some like used R-Line Atlas that was like $53,000, and I don't know if we were gonna make any money off it or not.
Typically used is where all the profit is. Typically.
Sure. And the one that I sold was on our lot for so long that
Yeah, there was
we
nothing
lost
left.
money
They
on
just
it.
reduced it.
Yeah.
Seth, am I correct? We did long rest, right?
Not yet.
Oh, I thought you said when we did the magic gifts we had long rested. Never mind.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. I said you guys can. There's essentially just like long rested in the house. It's there.
So yes, hit the button or no, don't hit
Yep.
the button. Okay.
Yay!
Long rest taken.
I gained like 7 hit points.
Hold on.
Oh, also my mustache is back to like decent enough glory. I'm happy enough with it for now. I'm still not shaving it, but
Let's see. Let's attack with Song of the Woods and see what happens. Ooh boy. This is why we don't melee.
does anybody remember, did I give back Pirate Bob his sabers or just his money?
You give him back his sabers.
Sabers.
Okay.
Wait, didn't he give them back? Didn't he give us back something to take
Money.
with us? Because it was just money. Okay, never mind.
If somebody has the money, I don't have it. I have 12 gold.
Hey, who's going to be our inventory person?
Nope, I'm not doing that ever again. I'm not smart enough to do that.
Listen, if you want Barley to do it, then that's on you guys.
If 701 rolls around,
Can't we just get Will the player to do it? Not
No,
Barley
that's
to do
on.
it?
Can we have
hard to say where one begins and the other ends, Chris. So
as Jode the character is going to use the money unwisely, so having Jode carry the money will probably result in me eating it.
Listen,
or something.
no offense to anyone. I don't trust Barley. I don't trust Jode. And I don't
feel like
trust
it should be-
Rodok with money.
I was gonna say it should be Rodok.
Who's the
He'll
most
just spend it
trustworthy
on
person
himself.
also, he's about to get real dumb. So
Oh, you know what? I think Pretos, because he's not here. Should we vote?
Nah, I say 701 rolls around, we make him do it.
Actually, he does take pristine notes.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
he does.
I'm running 2 OBSs. I got my hands full here. I'm DJing. I'm not sure if I have the capacity to also be the inventory person.
I'm busy carrying around the weight of this mustache. It's just too much.
It is a lot. I understand.
I trust
promise
Pretos.
you guys won't remember it, neither will I.
Yeah, Alec falls asleep during the session occasionally. So
Forgot about that. He was out. It's Pretos.
Fine.
We were all very impressed because you fell asleep sitting up in your chair. So,
Oh, we were convinced you were going to fall into your computer screen a couple times because you were rocking and rolling and swaying around.
With the background, you kept disappearing. That was even better because the background would envelop you.
Yeah.
You should watch that stream. If you haven't watched it stream, and just get to the part where just look at yourself if you
I've actively avoided it.
Fair enough.
I've inherited that from my mom, I think. Watched my mom just fall asleep in chairs.
Metro, you gotta chill, my dude. Oh, here, go get him. Okay, you can't get both at once. Get one at a time. Okay, here, I'll help you.
What is your dog trying to swallow?
Nothing. He's got 2 of his balls right outside the door, and he wanted them, but he wanted both of them and couldn't like handle getting one and coming into the room and then going back out to get the other one.
That's fair.
A lot to handle.
It is a lot to handle. All right, I just I need 1 minute now that everyone's here to set up the stream. Sorry.
No, you're good. Chris, we nominated you treasurer.
He does not accept.
Wait, what?
Treasurer. You're a treasurer. You're in
I
charge of
haven't-
monies.
I have an 8 intelligence. Like you want me in charge of the money?
You, the player, are in charge of the money.
I mean, it goes for me too. Me and my character both have an 8 intelligence.
That's what I said.
We're okay with it.
See, what's really going to happen is I'll make you roll a D8 plus intelligence modifier,
You know
and
what?
whatever you roll number plus or minus of 10, that's what you gain or lose for the day based on the treasurer's abilities to keep.
Jesus.
So I
like how you can somehow gain treasure.
I'll
I
actually.
mean, he may have found some that he lost before.
Yeah, I'll actually do it because I have to re-listen to all the sessions anyway, so I can just do it when I'm re-listening and I have nothing else to do. So I won't know what we have at any given moment during the session, but I will know next session.
Fair enough.
Who's physically holding on to the money, though?
Oh,
Barley.
sure, Barley. Yeah, I like that.
It's Point Barley, yeah.
Yeah. Listen,
Oh,
I'm doing
God.
the job. I'm getting the fucking money. So.
Hey, I'd like to get this item. I spent it all on bullets.
Barley, I thought bullets were free. Shut your goddamn mouth.
I don't know how to add the magic item into this roll 20 sheet, considering it has to be a custom item.
D&D Beyond. D&D Beyond.
Yeah, that still doesn't help me though.
D&D Beyond,
What do you
baby.
do?
It could help you.
You just say D&D Beyond and it helps you.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is like a wizard in like college being like, dude, as opposed to holding like a bunch of scrolls, just get a book. Like, nah, man, no, you don't understand. The scrolls are so much better. I can rearrange them, put them in whatever order I want.
Mm. Since I have never used a Roll20 character sheet, I have no idea.
Yeah, I never have either.
They're nice if you're actually using Roll20, but setting them up is compared to D&D Beyond now is just a
It's
nightmare.
worse. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Closing
know
that
why
up.
Wizards of the Coast doesn't just buy Roll20. Like they've got to have the money.
But do they care?
They should. Like literally everyone who uses D&D Beyond, I can almost guarantee uses Roll20.
I'm
Yep.
pretty sure that D&D Beyond is just trying to muscle them out and make their own.
Probably.
I was going to say I could see that happening. I
Like,
watched.
It's got to be cheaper just to buy it.
There's also probably like a licensing thing too, because you can buy books just on Roll20.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's probably a whole bunch of other content that's not D&D related that's on there.
Mhm.
Plus-
100%.
How trash is D&D is Roll20's like infrastructure? Like it hasn't been updated like in years. It's awful.
Mm-hmm.
Just switched to Foundry and it's pretty solid too. Yeah.
Which is why you should be able to like undercut them.
No,
Yeah, there's a lot of other services that are much better, but
Whatchamacallit. I watched a one shot with Dungeon Dudes and Tree and Monk and D4 optimized the other day, and they were using Roll20 and D&D Beyond just like us.
Nice.
Mhm.
I've heard of Fantasy Grounds is pretty good, but you also have to like buy it.
Yeah, that's my problem with like a lot of these that like you have to buy. The great thing about Roll20, not that I'm an advertisement for it, but like you don't have to like if one person buys something, it's just available for the group. Same thing with D&D Beyond.
Mhm.
Whereas like I would love to use Fantasy Grounds, but that means every person has to pay $30 for their own copy of it.
Oh, wow.
Which
Does it integrate character sheets and all books as well?
yeah,
or
everything
no?
is just built in. I don't know what kind of like integration it has with D&D Beyond at this point, but it used to be kind of like the standard.
Gotcha.
But it has really, really good like map management and campaign management.
That's cool.
But
does it have the initiative tracker?
I'm 100% sure that it does.
Just trying to help Roll20 out.
Christ, it also has about $1,000 worth of DLC that you could get to.
Oh my god. Not gonna lie, I think I forgot how to D&D. So
Wait. I have the thing equipped, so now I'm trying to figure out how I can also cast that spell from my sheet.
Have you? Does it require attunement?
yeah, you gotta go in inventory.
Ah.
Yep. Got it.
Ah.
There's an attunement section.
Yes, I see. Okay, so now
my
spells.
It just comes
I
all the way.
cannot wait till you cast that spell.
I'm going to use it in the most inopportune time. It's not going to be helpful at all.
I like it.
God, I hate that.
We gotta figure out a better way to do this camera thing. This is painful for you.
Hopefully, after he does it the first time, doesn't have to do
Oh
it again.
no,
Question
he's
mark?
gonna be so mad when I tell him we can't hear him.
Oh no.
Because I'm on mute? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I was gonna say if you had to restart Discord for any
No,
reason
no,
and
no.
reorder
Yeah.
all the cameras.
The thing that
I
makes
think
this
it would work.
harder than it needs to be is that I have to have the stream open so that or I have to have
mate.
I have to have the screen share open, which makes it more complicated because otherwise the stream won't be able to hear the recap. So it makes it slightly more complicated.
gotcha.
But I think we're good.
So time to hit that watch button.
Yeah. What, on the stream?
Yep.
Yeah. Assuming that Seth is ready. Which I assume
I
he is since he's been
am
patiently
ready.
waiting for me. The recap is a little bit longer, which I'm sure none of you are going to complain about, considering it's been a while. I don't know if it was just heavy RP or a lot of good story, but I try to keep it at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It's the length of the song that I use, and usually when I do the first rough cut, there's like, I don't know, 7 to 8 minutes. When I did the first rough cut, there was 22 minutes of like RP
Holy
gold.
shit.
So I had to make some hard cuts, unfortunately. So it doesn't have everything that I wanted, but it's a little bit longer than usual. But is everyone
Joe
good?
is preemptively offended.
I'm sorry if what you thought was gold was cut. All right. I also fucked with all my audio settings when we tried to do this in Mexico, so let's see if this works.
Boy. Mexican recap.
Okay, I can't hear it, so something's not working. Oh.
You
guys hear it or no?
Yes. No.
Nope.
Technical difficulties.
That's because I fuck with everything because I brought my laptop to Mexico.
You did this to us.
This is great that I actually get to watch what he's doing now though.
While we're waiting, Seth, bad news, at least so far. So my least specifically says no cats or dogs in it, even though I know on this floor there are like 5 dogs and I've seen 3 cats. So now I am getting in contact with the I guess lease management office to see what I can do to get express permission so I can move forward with trying to get this fucking cat.
Why don't you just get the cat?
You
I
want a
have to
cat,
show
you get
them
the cat.
proof that I can have the cat.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Aren't you an
Yeah,
attorney?
that-
Can't
that-
you fake something?
That's
That would be why I should not do that, because I'm an attorney. That is how I lose my license.
also what a low bar to lose your license for.
He needs a home. He's in foster care. I'm going to a
Oh.
shelter.
Yay, I'll remember that. What a low bar. He's trying to take a cat off the streets.
No, he's in foster care. He's in a home.
No, it's a low bar to lose your like, law license.
So there is a line for what cats are worth and not. I just checking.
It is going to be really funny
Here.
when you're like, but all my neighbors have pets, and then they just make all your neighbors get rid of their pets instead.
Yep.
No. I remember when I was moving in that was a discussion about, oh, do you have a pet because we're pet friendly? I think that I just have to sign something additional saying that if the pet
Right,
damages
right.
something, I
Oh,
think that's
yeah.
what it's for. But look
Oh,
look
you're
how perfect this is. This is why I need it. I just posted it in the Dungeons chat.
Ooh.
Wow.
Aw,
Right?
Look at the nose.
I know.
Oh, panda bear. Oh, he's so cute.
It's the
Adorable.
name, isn't it?
Well,
No, it's
and he
a
looks
cat.
like a panda.
Yeah.
I was like toying with the idea and I was on the fence, and then I saw him pop up and I was like, okay, well, it was meant to be. And now everything that is happening is working against me.
Will you name him Rodoc?
No, his name is Panda Bear. What?
Or change it.
I'm not changing it. If I changed it, I would change it to Panda.
I feel like that'd just be more.
How narcissistic you have to be to name a cat after yourself?
He's already named after me.
How narcissistic do you have to be to adopt a cat that happens to be named the same as
Have you met me?
you? Fair.
Are they like holding him for you, or you need to move quick, or
I need to
somebody
move
else?
quick. They told me if someone else like submits proof that they're allowed to have a pet first, then they'll move forward with that person unless something falls through.
Yeah, you need to take an hour off of work and go down to that fucking office and be like, yo.
So, unfortunately, tomorrow I have a deposition in the morning and conferences all afternoon. So Wednesday, although I am going to call them when I have a break tomorrow and see. Because if he can just email me something, that would be sufficient.
That's when you just show up in a suit and a tie and just casually drop that you're a lawyer for the city and like, oh man, sorry, I've been stuck in depositions all day. And then
While skipping your deposition to get what you need to get the cat.
exactly, that's how dedicated I am to taking care of this cat.
Yep.
Is that I will
Let
not
me just
defend
walk
the city.
outside and just get you a cat. I can do that.
But no, it's this cat.
It's this cat. I want this cat.
I was toying with the idea, but like ultimately not going to cave until he popped up, and I was like, it's clearly the universe telling me I need a cat. What did you do? Everything changed.
I mean, cats are pretty low key.
Oh,
There's
he
really no
closed it.
difference between like 1 cat, 2 cats, 3 cats, or 4 cats.
Also, he's currently in in foster care with another cat. Let's see if I can find it, because the name of the other cat is ridiculous.
Oh. You can
Like,
you
comparatively.
right? Like
What?
you can get the cat and change the name.
That's not the point.
Yeah, yes it is.
No. But first of all, it's that he also looks like a panda. But second of all, I just think it's funny that
Oh my God, we
he's
can
living
hear
with
it.
the cat,
Barkeep, another round.
and the other cat's name is Willie. They're like,
did
we
it
have
well.
Panda Bear, and then Willie.
Well, that's
Like-
what I'm saying. You can change Willie's name. Willie
No,
can be anything.
All right,
You
no
should
more
get
cat
Willie to
discussion.
Will.
No more cat discussion. We're starting. We can hear it.
Can you
Join the
guys hear it?
stream.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
I was
Wait,
going to get confirmation
I-
that someone could hear it.
I couldn't hear it though.
We'll get back in the stream and you can hear it.
Yeah, you have to reopen the
Oh, that explains
I'm
everything.
gonna have to adjust all our cameras, but I'll do that after. All right, ready? Here we go. Sorry about that.
Barkeep, another round of drinks for Man-Bat, the Mass Marauder, and his vengeance friends. Jenny, I know you've become the world's greatest assassin, but even you must recognize the audacity of this group. Jude, we need to hear the next part of this story. I always need the next part. It's one of my rules.
A party waits upon the shore, full of pain and memories of before. The monsters have but disappeared, and over the deck the captain peered. Upon the shores of Panacea, the party agree to remember Jimmy eternally at sea. Throughout Panacea the party walked, and by a gnome they were stalked. Attacked by dogs, rabid and hungry, they parley with gnomes, stinky and ugly. In the corner of Panacea, a house awaits for adventurers who wish to meet their fates. Our Minotaur sleeps despite the shove, and ambushed they were by slimes above. Giving the party a true test, this magical house contains a mysterious chest.
Next thing, that you guys remember is waking up to the ship wrecked on the shore of this town.
Have this scroll here, which has indicated that that the true Golden Sunset is being held in port.
I've been captain of this boat for over 30 years. You think I wouldn't know the name of my own goddamn ship? I don't know what game you're playing at, but I gotta fix this boat. Maybe you guys go back on foot, go back to Toln and catch a ride. He's
We
like,
know
I'm
where
pretty
we
sure
are.
we're in Panacea right now.
I got this kid. He's been following me around. I think his name's Craig.
There were no children were meant to be on my boat. So I don't expect you guys to come, but if you want to, we're sending them off for a sea burial here. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to say before we send them off?
From the land we beget, do we return, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I just walk away.
He nods and he's like, "Thanks, Jimmy. Jimmy would have appreciated that." And he kind of bows and gestures his hand over and towards the kobold.
And I pull out my goozle. And I start playing. And I begin.
Captain's first mate met an untimely fate. Reliable as was he, he'll rest forever, peacefully, at sea.
And Captain Robert looks over at him and he's like, that was beautiful.
Could I convince people to just follow the coast?
There's nothing good here, all gnome stuff, all bad. Don't
Very
taste bad.
Do you not like gnomes?
Oh,
They
that's
are
very
upfront.
racist.
They're
I believe-
a bunch of goddamn.
Hi, just your editor here. There was about an hour straight of unbridled anger and violence towards some dogs that I chose to leave out of the recap for this week. I just feel like the party has some real anger issues that they need to address. By the way, this week's sponsored by BetterHealth.com. Remember, you can't support the party until you can support yourself. BetterHealth.com.
There is just a gathering of gnomes, just all like, one of them particularly stands out amongst the rest and looks over at Barley and he says, "Well, that's not a sight you see every day. We got visitors.
Oh my god. God damn, I love you so much.
There's this one house in the way back of town that has some kind of enchantment on it. It said that there's some sort of artifact in there, but as you are looking around, you start to hear what sounds like some sort of like liquid, and a slime starts coming through the like in between the roof slats, and slowly drips down onto the floor with a splat. And after a few seconds, it slowly starts to pull itself together into a mass. A 17 does not hit. A 21 does not hit. A 25 does not hit.
I'm gonna open the drawer.
Okay.
What is inside?
Inside of the drawer, you see what looks like a very stereotypical treasure chest, like out of books and folklore and stuff, like gold and shiny, but it fits in the palm of your hand.
Alright, sorry it was longer than usual and full of technical difficulties.
All right.
It's worth it.
I like it. I like the laugh track. I appreciate it.
I'm sure that's how you felt while watching me struggle.
No, actually, that was more of like, holy shit, why can't they figure it out?
Figure it out. Because we're dumb.
Against us.
Okay. So, yeah, so we're gonna just pick right up after everybody pulled their artifacts out of the little mini handy chest, and everybody is fully rested and looking up in the pristine house that's in the back of Panacea.
I blow my bubble pipe.
Panacea, I don't know how we're gonna say it.
I just wanted to say it as many different times as I could.
It's gonna change literally.
I
every
like
session.
personally like Panacea, but
Okay,
anyway.
then I'll call it Panacea.
Excellent. I would like to go outside and find some mushrooms for Jode.
Hold on, can I blow my bubble pipe first and summon Steamy? And then you can go do that. I just want him out and about.
Absolutely.
Do it.
Actually, there's a second question. You said there's like garbage and shit around this town, right?
I wouldn't necessarily say like garbage per se, but like rubble and like when you start to get closer to the center of town, there's like little like shanty town essentially built in the center, but like the further you go out, like less what seems to be like human activity or person activity is out here.
Basically, there's two things I want to do. I'd like to see if I can find some mushrooms for Jode. And secondly, I wanted to see if there's some burlap, possibly a burlap sack or something I can use my leatherworking kit to turn into a sack.
Yeah, why don't you pick one and roll investigate for
Oh, I'm so good at investigation. All right, let's look for the burlap first.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're gonna be looking for mushrooms, then you roll nature. But so you do find there is like cloth and stuff, but it's extremely tattered and weathered. You think you can make something out of it, but it's gonna take some work.
Okay. All right. We're going to do that, but let's do. Where's my nature? Oh, nature sucks too. Good chance I can roll.
You a druid?
It's an int-based stat, sir.
It's so dumb. That's why I changed Yays to work for wisdom, because it just made no fucking sense that nature is int-based.
Any chance I can roll survival instead?
Yeah, you can roll survival. That's fine. How do I stop watching DMT channel?
How dare you?
The 24 find me mushrooms.
Yeah, so at first you're not really finding anything, and tucked behind an alleyway, underneath some shade, you do find some fungal colony inside in the building.
Did you start watching again?
Yeah. Oh no, that's just
It's Sorry, that's
That's
just the bot.
DMD DJ.
No. For some reason I couldn't hear Seth. He got all muffled.
I think that was just his. I heard the same thing.
Mm.
I would first like to talk to the mushrooms.
Okay, I can't remember how that item works. Do you have to roll for it, or does it just work?
Just talk to them.
Yeah, and then after that he rolls 1d4 plus 1.
One.
And I was kind of hoping that, based on whatever role play stuff happens, you could be like, oh, maybe you get a bonus, or maybe you get minus bonus because you suck. But whatever.
All right, yeah. So you find some mushrooms.
Hello, fungus among us.
You hear in unison, just this like high pitch hi.
Oh boy.
Excellent. How would you like to go on an adventure?
In my belly.
And then all of them say in unison, "Our kids would."
Great. I would like to take some spores and maybe a couple parent mushrooms, and I'm going to use my backpack to start with until I sew all this shit together to make a mushroom growing colony that I'm going to carry around with me in the crappy cloth that I found.
Wait. Are we aware of what is happening as characters?
I don't know. Are you?
I'm
I
playing
don't
with
know
Steamy,
if
so
I don't know if
I'm not paying attention.
I don't know if F's is doing this by himself or if he is doing this.
I mean, I went outside to find mushrooms. If you followed me, cool. If not, I had to just go find
Did you
mushrooms.
let us know what you were doing? Because
Yes,
if you
I
were
did.
then I
Yes, I
followed because I, for
I'm just
one,
like, yo,
would
I'm
love
gonna
to
go
see
try out the
this.
staff or the sickle rather.
Well, then, while he is talking to the mushrooms, and I ostensibly cannot figure out how the hell he is talking to them since I only hear him mumbling whatever the hell he's doing, I'm going to ask, what they said?
They want to come. The kids want to come for a ride, but I'm going to negotiate to get a couple parents too.
Mushroom says, "Are you the wind?"
I can be beneath your wings.
What are wings?
Come with me and you'll find out. The great things that we will do together is amazing.
Ask them how they taste.
I will find you dirt and dankness like you have never seen before.
I like dank.
Excellent.
Oh, party mushrooms. I get it. The dankest
We got plenty of
mushrooms.
psilocybin in here.
All right, I'm rolling my 1d4
I come
plus
outside
1.
at that.
Okay.
We're just going to add 1 to this because I'm just hitting the button. Motherfucker.
All right.
Plus
So
2.
you get 2 plus 2 to attack rolls and or spell attacks and DCs, right?
Yep.
For the day. All right. So
Yeah.
you now have a partial colony of fungus.
I love it.
We're gonna do a thing with this for sure.
Did you expect it to go that way?
No, I had no idea what you wanted that burlap sack for. And I
did
think if
that
anybody
first.
knows how to care for a fungal colony, for some reason it's you.
That's actually, Ye has actually grown mushrooms.
I'm
Oh, really?
assume that he's just gonna shit in the bag and then throw the skull.
Ye grew mushrooms out of a toilet paper roll?
Why?
So like,
Like shrooms or mushrooms?
No, just
Yeah,
regular
like-
eating
like-
mushrooms.
yeah, like.
I mean, you eat shrooms. I'm just saying.
Shiitakes. Jesus.
Yeah,
That
so,
brings me back to the why.
because so when you buy the mushrooms, like they still have a portion of substrate at the bottom, which has a lot of the live mycelium. The mycelium colonizes through wet medium and branches out into stuff with a lignin in it specifically, which breaks it down and uses it for food. So toilet paper is made from wood pulp, which is extremely rich in lignin. You can also use newspaper, random shit they send you in the mailbox.
My
for,
God, who
coupons.
invited
I'm
this
hearing-
guy?
I'm hearing a lot of how, but not a lot of why.
Because I can.
That's
He
He
kinda
wanted his
boring,
own
but all right.
mushrooms.
And this
Fair
has
enough.
been your fungi culture lesson for today.
Mm-hmm.
And also, lion's head mushrooms are super expensive, like $25 a pound.
Oh, see, now that's a good reason. Because you're saving money. Got it.
He did it to impress my wife.
Also good reason.
There you
All right.
go.
Am I not impressive, right?
All right.
So yeah, so you now have the partial fungal colony. Was anybody else doing a thing? What everybody else doing?
I'm
sure
going
Gris
to
is
play
still
my
passed out.
instrument. Hey, he never got his horn, right?
I'm hoping that Gangris is blowing his horn and seeing how many berserkers he can
Yeah,
summon.
who's holding onto his horn and where is he right now?
If it's in
Actually,
the chest, then
That was a weird question.
if it's in the chest, then I'm hoping that I took it because I like it and it's pretty.
Okay.
So if that's the case, then I have it.
I don't know.
Dare fucking blow on that thing.
Wasn't Rodok the one who pulled it out?
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, I handed everyone to their respective things.
All right. So if Gris was asleep outside, what are you guys doing?
I wake him up to
Hopefully-
introduce him to my mushroom colony.
I look at the horn, realize that I have nothing to do with it, and I hand it out to the only person who did not receive a gift because I understand the value of spreading out trinkets amongst the group. And also, I swapped out one of my cantrips.
Don't worry about that horn. Look at my mushrooms. Look at these.
Yeah. So, hold. I'm sorry. What's going on? Where the fuck are we?
Mushrooms.
We tell slime. Slime give stuff. You have horn.
We're at mushrooms.
Okay.
You fell asleep outside. This house
Ah.
we went to look in had a cool ass chest that was bigger on the inside
Mhm.
than it was on the outside, and there was a lot of cool shit in there. We all took a round of our stuff, and this thing is a horn. You have horns. I feel like this belongs to you.
No, let me have.
The most wonderful gnome in the world sent us here. He was
No.
just amazing. I loved him so much.
What was
Oh, yeah.
his name again?
Alden, maybe.
He's
Alden, maybe. What a strange name.
I should know. I just listened to the last session not that long ago.
Also, what's the deal with your mushrooms? Why am I meeting mushrooms?
Because they're coming with us. They're adventuring with us, and they give me great bonus.
What? Okay.
He's gonna shit in the bag.
Nice.
Goblin wizard. You have
While,
box.
while everybody else is playing with their stuff, I'm going to use my sickle to scrape some wood off of buildings.
You have box.
Yeah, I have box.
I see box.
You want box? Here's box.
Yeah.
I have a question about this box now.
Okay.
Does it still maintain that magical property of holding stuff or being bigger on the inside than it is on the outside?
No, if you remember from the last episode,
Just a box.
session, as soon as the last magic item kind of popped out of it, all of the emanating magic from it had faded.
So now it's just tiny.
I'm not
ornate
giving you a
box?
free bag of holding.
Box.
I'm
That's
sorry.
fine. That's fine. So now it is a small ornate box.
It is a small ornate box, yes.
You know, I was trying to just ease that bag of holding flavor as a chest in and hoping Seth wouldn't notice.
Nope.
I tried. Why you gotta draw his attention to it?
I'm gonna shove it in my bag.
Alright, I'm seeing how much of our gold stash I can put in Steamy's steam chamber. I'm gonna do that until we leave this area.
There are so many innuendos happening right now.
I'm mostly just melting, seeing if I can melt gold down.
Like, I'm pretty sure. Alright, fair enough. Wait, okay, so the gnomes wanted us to clear this out because they wanted to utilize the wood or use the house as a
No, it was
place
like
to
a-
survive?
It was a cursed house.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
curse
but
house.
they wanted something with the house to begin with, which is how they figured out it was cursed. Was it because it was new wood?
They just wanted a clean place to live, is what Alden told you. They wanted a clean, sturdy roof to live in.
That was his
I'm
name?
going
Great.
back
Wasn't-
into the house.
Cousin Jode, aren't you excited that we helped out the gnomes?
I'm going back into the house.
Oh, Lord.
Burn the goddamn house down. I gotta get him out of there.
Rodok, can you magic one of my good berries, please?
I press digitate.
Great. Jode, have the yummy type of good berry.
Oh, inside the house, is there a chimney?
Completely.
Jode!
I don't know. Roll evens or odds.
Odds?
I'm gonna start walking back to town.
There is no chimney. Because I know you want there to be a chimney.
No, it's better if there's no chimney. There's no place for the smoke to go. I am going to begin piling as much of the furniture into the middle of, I guess, the main room of the house until someone comes to stop me.
I'm sitting outside.
I'm
I'm
watching.
I'm talking to Craig. Okay, Craig, you're gonna have to be the wizard now, and Steamy, you're gonna have to be the tank. We're gonna make our own party. We're gonna leave the fuck out of here.
Here, I'll walk
These
back
people got
inside since
problems.
I've never been in the house yet.
People
I'm
got
just
fucking
watching-
problems.
I'm watching this tiny kobold try to shove like a full-size bed out of a bedroom into it.
Hey, Jode, what you doing?
Gnomes want house. House must burn.
Yeah, but the house is like a piece of shit. Just let them suffer in it.
It's better than what they have.
You're a terrible person.
Yep.
They
also-
kill and enslave kobolds!
You don't know that.
We also need money, my guy. We can come back and fuck the house up later.
They don't have money.
Yeah,
They tell us they have no money. They're useless.
Wait, why the fuck are we doing this then? Just because there's the...
Exactly. Help me burn house.
Wait, did we just clear the house out for
Yeah.
goodwill?
Well, it was
Yes.
because we were lured by the promise of whatever
Yeah,
magical
right.
item was inside the
We got
house.
7 rare magic items. I think we were
Yeah,
well
yeah,
paid.
no, for sure.
Yeah.
If anything,
Tell-
we should give Alden one of these magic items. As my new best friend, he really deserves one of these items.
I think he deserves that pipe.
Not Steamy. That's my other best friend.
Yeah, tell Joe, you gotta leave the concertina behind if you're gonna burn the house down. You got that as gift.
He's
That's been work.
seriously considering it right now.
Yes. Just to spite gnomes.
All right,
I don't
Jode,
think you understand how badly kobolds hate gnomes.
I understand.
I don't think you can light a torch in here anyway. So like, I think you're just wasting your effort pushing all this wood together.
Why no light torch?
I'm pretty sure torches don't stay lit in here. This is a magical house. And as an aside character choice, every time Joe tries to light a fire, I'm gonna use prestidigitation to snuff it out. Like, dude,
You know what? I'll believe that. Fair enough.
it's the house won't let you burn it down. We should just go. It's probably cursed like they say it is. Do I roll deception?
I feel that's enough. I take that.
I only make people roll off if the players want to. If you just want
If
to
I try to
character,
light, if you
then
kept
you go ahead.
snuffing out a fire, Jode is stupid enough that he will believe that is fair enough.
Yeah, you light the fire, you know, Rodok goes Kazam and throws his hand at it and the fire goes out. You're like, must be the house.
is Jode a fucking Skyrim NPC?
Welcome to the 8-int club.
I figured he was still outside the house and I was a little busy. On the way out, though, I would like to ask,
Minotaur, can you break door?
My track record's like 1 for 2, so we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll let everybody leave and I'll close the door and I'll try to kick it open.
I call this a win.
I'm assuming that's athletics.
Mhm.
I think.
And
I
this-
roll.
You break the door.
Oh. Boom! Just need a good night's sleep, nice little nap. It's fine. All right, you happy now, Jode? Fuck that door.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're a good
Rodok.
horned man.
Rodok, you got mend? Can you mend
No.
things?
I will stab the wizard.
Because I can't believe we're wasting time on just the fucking.
I can do this though, and then I lob a glob of acid at the broken door, and it begins to bubble.
Seth can just
Oh
take
my
his
God.
headphones off and go to bed. Like, it's just this is gonna be the rest of the night.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just I just want to
fed
fucking
all
pick.
I fed all our gold to Steamy already, by the way.
I'm just happy to know that what I have planned for the session, I could use in like 3 at this pace.
There we go.
We level 3 forever.
Well, after I see the acid melting the door, I just kind of look at my 2 compatriots that helped me in making this a worse place for the gnomes, and I give a toothy, pointy grin smile, and I say, "Okay, Rico."
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. I don't want to fight any more wolves or dogs or whatever.
Speaking of that, can
Do we
everybody
just-
roll perception?
Fuck.
Yes.
Wait, what time of day is it?
It is day.
Is it cloudy?
Evens or odds?
Odds.
It is not cloudy. I'm giving you 100% of the benefit of the doubt on this bullshit ability.
I mean, it says direct sunlight, so I assume that if it's cloudy, it wouldn't be direct sunlight, but I don't know. It's really up to you.
Me and F
I
see
mean, that-
everything because we both rolled 22s. So
Luckily,
I should probably roll for this thing, huh?
not
That's the way
advantage.
Twilight
I
works.
I
normal.
shoot all the
Roll.
dogs.
An 11, so I see nothing.
You see 11 dogs. How fucked up would that be? Just add up all the perception checks. That's how many dogs you see.
Oh no.
It's cool. I got the Mesa Terra, guys. We got this.
It is broken as hell. It's okay. I blow my bubbles. God damn, I love bubbles.
It's gonna be like the scene in Mass Effect 2's Suicide Mission where they got the biotic bubble going. I'm just holding up my mace, just like keeping everything 30 feet away.
Dangerous.
Oh boy.
What the fuck did this thing roll? Does a 27 hit?
No.
Wow.
Say no.
Who were you attacking?
You.
Dangerous.
Oh. Yeah, a 27 hits.
Okay. You will take 12 points of piercing damage.
Yes.
And a wolf has unsurprisingly come up and bit at you now that the you put 2 and 2 together that now that the house no longer has this magical presence, the wolves are no longer afraid to come near it.
Oh my god,
Oh,
the
fuck.
dogs have de-evolved into woods. What the fuck is happening here?
Dogs, wolves, whatever you want to keep forgetting that.
Alright, so they are dogs. Okay. I thought
dogs.
like we were ramping up.
Mm-mm. I kept accidentally calling them wolves last session too.
I choose not to engage in violence against the dog, so I'm gonna stick with that stance.
Oh. Why did we get it? Do we do because we saw him? We get shots.
I mean, if you want to, I mean, they're kind of like doing the same thing they have been doing in a standoff. Came
Well,
up
they
and bit you.
they-
Now that they're seen, they
They try
start
to
off.
run.
Yeah.
Are they within 30 feet?
Yeah.
They're within 30 feet.
We're gonna cast Thorn Whip at
this,
the one that
this time, I think you guys killed 2 of them last session, so I think there's 3 left.
500
Great.
left.
I'm gonna bring this one back, guys. I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip at it, and if it hits, it pulls it 10 feet back to me.
Oh, great.
I shoot his thorn whip as it extends.
Plus, I get +2 to that. There's a 12.
Plus
There's a
2
13
to
hit.
that. Actually, very close, but no.
Fuck. Goddamn dogs.
Let me know whenever I have an ability to do something, or the ability to do something. Really.
We're not in combat
fine.
with them, so it's
I
yeah.
pull my gun out and then I just look at everyone and I spin it like revolver oscillator and I put it back in my holster. And I'm like, I love dogs. They've
I
never
wanna
bit me yet.
I want to grab the dog by like the scruff of its neck, take some of my like rope, wrap it around its mouth like a muzzle, and then kind
he's
of
gone.
put.
Yeah, can you make can you make like a grapple against it to see if you grab it?
Yeah, that's just athletics, right?
Yep, it's athletics versus athletics or acrobatics.
Dogs are pretty acrobatic from what I've seen.
16.
You do not grab him. He narrowly escapes your grasp.
God, did you guys see that dog do a cartwheel? That was fucked up.
Actually, no, this one happened to have gotten grabbed and then wrestled itself free as soon as you grabbed.
Gotcha. So they're stronger than they are
So,
agile.
So seeing that
Oh.
thing.
Oh my god. Text
I didn't mean to hit that.
So seeing
Sneak
that
preview.
thing flub, I'm going to use Sapping Stink and I get a
my God.
DC 13 con save.
I'm gonna have
against
to
that.
blot out another part of the recap.
I was trying to make a pet dog.
Well, if it fails, it falls prone, so you get to try to do it again.
It succeeded.
Okay.
Jesus.
It's
Alright, I
it's
don't-
fine. I've bled
It's
before.
been it's
These dogs
been
are CR20.
smashing it's been smashing its rolls right
Yeah,
now.
it's a CR20 dog. Watch out, guys.
Alright, I don't care anymore. It hasn't attacked me. Is there so based on the patterns associated with the way we've been getting attacked, can I make a nature roll as to find out some means of keeping them from attacking us again, or at least repelling them in some way?
Sure.
19.
All right, I will tell you with a 19. You think about the pattern of attacks, and you remember that it only happens to happen when not a lot of shit is going on. And
Seth wants to move us along.
to repel them, it behooves you to just move as a pack yourselves, and but fire also helps.
Okay.
God.
No, for real though. No, it's you do know that they have been afraid of the fire and the loud noise from the past that you from your experience even.
I light my torch.
I'm gonna go back to the broken door and start ripping off pieces of wood to hold as improvised torches. I go in, rip out some of the bedding because whatever. And I craft a bunch of improvised torches for everyone and light them with prestidigitation.
Sounds
Alright.
good.
I don't think they
I light my
fire.
own with firebolt.
Oh my fucking god. Fine.
I find it ironic that there's a whole bunch of buildings with like scrap wood and scrap cloth, and you insist on using the only
The good house.
standing building to do this.
Jode's a
I
very
appreciate it.
influential person.
I'm good. I don't need a torch.
Did you just light fire with the house?
No, I lit the fire outside the
Outside the
house.
house.
Oh shit, the illusion is lifting.
Jode, sing us a song on the
Jode.
way back to town.
Jode is penetrating the veil of deception.
Hey, we need to get out of here before we get attacked by dogs again, Jode. Let's go.
I think
Yeah,
the
can I, like,
dogs are a punishment from God, and whenever we fuck around for too long, he makes them bite us in the ass.
I whisper down, Jode, I hear that gnomes are afraid of torches. Let's go find them.
That's not true.
Oh, don't
Can you show me?
change his bloodlust onto the gnomes.
He already
He's-
has bloodlust.
change it.
What are you talking
Like,
about?
I'm not
No,
changing
just away
anything.
from the house onto the people.
Yeah, I'm
Like-
redirecting him like an arrow, and then he can prestidigitation that fucking shit out. Let's go.
Alright, let's go. I'm already back in hanging out with
Reach-
Alden.
Retail gnomes.
So you guys are on your way back.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not like a super long walk back. It's like a couple hours. Maybe not a couple hours. Maybe close to an hour. It's a big city, but you got to navigate your like way between buildings and over rubble and stuff. So it's kind of difficult to walk back. But yeah, you get back and you see the same sight you saw before. It's a handful of gnomes. Slightly less intimidated by you this time, but there's still not a lot of people who are like out in the open. As soon as you get close, they all start to kind of like, go inside tents and peer through broken windows of buildings and things like that. Except for Alden, who's standing outside, still talking to the few people who are outside.
It's my best
Hey, Alden.
friend.
Your house is clear.
All right, now it's been like 5 weeks, so I don't remember this voice, but we'll see how this goes.
It just rolls right off the tongue, like you were smooth like butter.
He was a redneck.
Alden notices the group come back. He's like, I didn't think you guys were coming back.
Oh, that's
You're here.
God damn, good job.
I feel
Why
you're
didn't you think we were
underestimating
coming
our
back?
abilities.
If you remember from that episode, I told you that no one else has ever come back. That people always die when they try to go to that house. But you look
Yeah.
real strong, and you had big weapons.
Yeah, they're bad at what they do. We're great at
Yep.
what we do. So
Yes.
The house is yours.
And I show him my crossbow. See, we got this new thing. And the house, you guys can have
Like,
the house.
That's definitely not the same crossbow that you left with. Is that new?
Yes. The house is yours. Just as a side note, it got a little beat up during and after our encounter.
So it's good. It's all there. The
I
house looks
think
great.
we mostly fought in the bed, from what I can tell. Someone ripped up all the bedding during the fight.
But it will still be a marked improvement over this.
Alden's he's gonna just like kind of smile, and he just, when you start saying that like things are destroyed, he's like, that's okay. Anything's better than what we got now. I'm sure the kids will be excited to have a place to sleep that's warm tonight.
You wouldn't happen to have any healers in town, would you?
We got some alchemists. They make some, they can make some tea out of the stuff that they find here. It helps sometimes, but, and then he kind of like leans in, he whispers, he's like, sometimes it makes things a little worse, but it's okay.
How are you guys alive?
I love you so much, Alden.
We are same thing. We are same thing.
I'll tell you, Alden, that house is way better than anything they have in Certus.
Hell yeah, brother. I like you. You know those rednecks up in Certus ain't got nothing on us over here.
I heard they eat butts or something. I don't remember all the mean things you said about them, but I reiterate one of them.
Yeah, they definitely do whatever you say they do. So as you say that, if you're still walking around, Alden's gonna start. He's like, all right, we gotta coordinate this and get some people moving. He's like, we might have to move camp. Might take us a little while, but we're going. We really do appreciate it though. And he's gonna start like ferrying people, like getting people out of houses, and giving orders to people to pick up that and bring it over here and things like that.
I think we got places to be too. Time to get moving.
Where are you all off to now?
Doesn't matter.
And he glares at Jody's like, I don't recall asking you.
We're going to Tone. Tone?
God.
But I love him, Jode. I love him so much. I want him to come with us.
He's like, you're going through the Green Sea, huh? Through the plains, through the grass.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a road, right?
He's like, y'all rightly know how we came to this and why this doesn't look the way it used to. And he kind of starts the happiness and kind of like chipper facade that he had is slowly starting to peel back.
Yeah, you angered Tiamat, you were punished.
He doesn't say anything and just kind of continues on. He's like, well, the beast is out there. It never came back, but if you guys see it, I'd stay away from it. I don't rightly trust it. But I don't know why it singled us out. It's always just kind of been there, but and he just kind of like shakes off. He's like, well, safe travels. Just steer clear of it.
Does it give any warning on approach?
Oh, you'll know when it's near. Trust me, you'll know.
How do you hide from it?
Well, considering on the grassland out there ain't no trees or anything like that, so you don't really do much hiding. You might as well run.
Interesting. Do you know?
All right.
Do you know what it likes?
So just for everybody's purpose, I don't know if you remember from our planning session or anything. The Beast of the Plains is well known by everybody in the region, and it has 100% always been docile, except for this one random attack on Panacea that has never quite been explained, and it still, to this day, still lives out in the plains.
Gotcha.
The shaman's foretell. You anger Tiamat, it attacks.
Well, thank you, Alden. I think it's time to go, guys.
Yes, let's go.
All right.
We follow the road out.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, they see you off, and they're gonna continue to be packing up and moving out into the back of the city. So the journey to Toln is going to take you through Blades and Brews first. As everybody knows, the Blades and Brews establishment is right in the center of the plains, and it's about a 3 days walk to get down there. Yeah. And is there anything anybody is doing on the walk, or are we just gonna go straight there?
I'm working on my sack.
I would like to level up. Is that possible?
Maybe. Onto the
I would like
sack.
to play
You
music.
encounter the beast of the plains.
I mean, do we have
Here's
to
your
kill
level up.
Yeah, do we have to kill the beast of the plains to level up?
No.
Well,
The
then
enemy
tell
of the
me,
enemy
that
is my
a-
friend.
That is beyond our level currently.
You don't know that. Maybe he's a pushover.
Maybe.
Come back to that quest later.
We just
Mostly
we just
eyes,
see
and
a
eyes
giant-
aren't that tough.
Yeah, we just see a skull in the distance.
Okay, so after about a day's walk, you assume are going to set up camp. Are you going to walk through the night, or
I
are
would-
you going to?
I would camp, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Guys, yeah, an agreement?
Mhm.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm going to use 2 of my slots before we initiate our rest to give myself mage armor and gift of alacrity.
Okay.
Whatchamacallit? Are we taking rest orders? Or watch? Sorry.
I'm
Also, are
fairly
you guys
confident.
camping out like right on the road, or are you going to be finding somewhere off the road? There is no shelter. It is just grassland, like tall, 2 feet long grass, like waving there. Think like the Dothraki ocean. What was that called? I can't remember. Think like that though. Just as far as the eyes can see, just grass.
Hey, Druid, can you craft us some sort of a grass hut?
No.
At least he was honest about it. He took his time thinking about it too. I appreciate that.
Well, I guess this is this then. I'm just gonna flatten away some of the grass and just with the grand flourish roll out my bedroll.
What? Well, at first he asked us, are we camping right on the road? Are we... I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I would say at least a little bit off, maybe not like
that's what I was going to say.
very
Just
far,
a,
but let's
yeah.
not camp in the fucking road.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will say on the way here, you saw no signs of people. There are just nobody traveling in or out of Panacea. Nobody whatsoever.
Can you indicate on the map, Seth, about how far we made it? We say we're like a third of
Sure.
the way to the Blades and
Like,
Brews. Okay.
yeah, like here-ish.
We're in the middle of fucking nowhere. I don't
Mhm.
even think there's gonna be marauders coming for us, to be honest.
No, just more fucking dogs.
Well,
This far out? Nah.
they're gonna be wolves now.
No,
We're
you guys
in
haven't
the
leveled up to handle wolves
prairie
yet.
dogs.
Okay,
I
so
think we've traveled a couple hundred feet off the road and way
Yeah.
down the grass.
okay, so are you guys doing watch orders? Or are you just gonna
I'll take
just
first watch.
okay?
I'm gonna sleep.
Okay.
I like nope. Bye.
Wow.
What was it? Each person needs 6 hours for a long rest, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's 6 to 8 hours of doing nothing strenuous and/or sleeping.
I will take the second watch
I will take the third watch.
and cast Goodberry before I take my long rest.
Ah, good Barry.
I'll do fourth.
I think it just needs to go without saying.
I mean, they're 2-hour watches, right? So that's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
really make
there's
sense.
7 of
Everyone else
us,
to
we
take
can
a
do 1
watch.
hour.
Yeah, no, just we're good. 2 hours for each of you. That makes perfect sense.
Okay. Let me see. Who is on first? I will just want a perception check.
What's on
from each
second?
person. Okay.
You want a perception check?
Yeah.
19.
Okay. Night goes by uneventfully. You see nothing, and you wake up. Was it F's next or Rodok next?
I was next.
Rodok does not want to be a part of this.
Oh, that's right.
Rodok is a lazy shit and goes to sleep.
Rodok is asleep. Okay.
You need a perception check?
Yes, please.
Wow.
Okay.
Ideal.
All right.
That what happens.
Somehow you missed the giant monster as it stomps into our camp.
All right. And next one.
Is me?
Jode.
Okay.
Does Jode play music during his watch, by the way? I assume he does, right?
I was going to play music. I was going to get to
I
that
just
after the
assumed-
roll.
yes.
Nobody gets any restful sleep for the night.
21.
Okay. Jode, you will notice the 21 that when you're watching the fire, every few seconds or so, it seems like the kind of the ash that is floating around the fire, it seems to be disturbed every few seconds and flares up a little bit.
Well,
It's so random and almost
put
something,
my-
but not.
I put my head to the ground.
Okay.
Do I feel any reverberations or hear anything or anything like that?
Yes, and it's extremely faint.
I'm going to wake the druid back up.
I mean.
I'm gonna nudge him up. I'm gonna say,
Jacob, you talk to grass? Ask them. What they hear? I hear something, they hear better.
Fair enough. Actually, that's a thing. Yeah, let me go talk. What do you hear, Joe, first before I go talk to
Look at fire and go poof. And then I put head on ground and I hear something, but I don't know what it is.
I also put my head on the ground. I want to double check Joe because, do I hear this faint reverberations?
Can you roll another perception check? Because with your 1, you definitely didn't before.
Okay.
does he have any
No,
sort of
no.
advantage knowing what he's looking for? Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. We'll give you advantage for that. You're looking for something specific, so go ahead. Yeah, definitely not.
Wow, what the fuck?
You don't even really notice the fire either. You're just like, it's so subtle that you don't even really notice the fire is any different. You're like, yeah, fire pops. Like that's what it does.
Ask grass.
I shake my head, but I need to talk to plants anyway today, so what the fuck? And I go talk to the grass and introduce myself.
Is it
And
once per day?
Yep. And I don't think it's reset yet
Yeah,
because
it's
it's
the
on
same
a long it's on
Oh,
it's on a long
okay.
rest. You have to
Right.
successfully complete a long rest.
Does
Wait,
that mean I
because
can't?
I think it's once per day he has to roll, but he can commune with them indefinitely. At least that was the intention. Although I don't know if that's how we're gonna roll it.
Seth is like, I'm gonna redact the fuck out of that one.
Druids also get speech and Sylvan, which lets you communicate with plants. They
Are
just
you
can't-
kidding? I thought that was a cool idea just to put on that because I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, is that druidic?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, pulling this up. Yeah,
let's see.
druidic. You know the secret language of druid. You speak the language and leave it to send message you, and others know. No, it's not that. That's not that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
whichever
like an innate thing that druids can, right?
I'm trying to
It's
look at
whichever one
my.
that gives you the ability to speak Sylvan. Unless it was specific to Shepherd Druid. Hold on.
That might be because I'm not seeing it in my shit at all.
Oh no, Speech of the Woods was Shepherd. Sorry.
All right. So now we just go back to Seth, whether you want this stickle to allow me to talk to plants anytime or just the once a day.
Hold on. Give me 1 segundo.
Take
It
your
says
time.
specifically allows the user to talk to plants, and then it says once per day after speaking with plants. So the intention that I had was for them to be separate, but
Sure. Okay, fine.
perfect.
We'll call it that.
All right.
Sure.
I'm gonna
Fine.
Thank you. They're
speak
not
to
going
the
to help
grass.
anyway.
Grass. We find out the grass doesn't speak common. It only speaks
They
grass.
speak Druidic,
It only speaks grass.
Draconic.
What
I got that too.
language does grass?
Oh my.
Sylvan. They speak Sylvan.
Let's see. I was hoping
Oh,
that there would be something
puppy.
that would exist, but it's not.
Not really a thing.
Wait, no, there's a thing. Hold on. Okay, no. It just you can ask it a question and I'm gonna basically give it the same rules just so that there's something official as the spell. Speak with plants.
Fair enough.
Basically, we'll say you can cast this. Well, we may modify this to do it X number of times per day because it's a third level spell.
Yep.
But yeah, for now it's speak with plants. Anyway, so you can ask it some simple questions and it can give simple answers.
Okay. Do you know what those reverberations in the ground are?
Simple.
The grass is like things walk.
Big things or little things?
Everything is big thing.
Which direction is it coming from?
They gesticulate.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't really.
Just waves.
It doesn't really know how to answer that.
Okay, so I point to the east first.
They don't have eyes to speak.
Oh God. I bend the grass to the east.
They scream. It screams
That
very
way?
loudly.
Gently
Stop
bend.
standing on me.
It's not gonna get that. It's not gonna know that at all. We are
How-
many. It's hard to tell.
It's not gonna be able to tell me how far away either.
So
Ask if fire hurt. Ask if fire hurt.
They're not gonna know that.
Does the fire hurt? It right there. Does it hurt?
Does the fire hurt?
Yes.
I figured it would hurt the grass. Yes.
I wanted to know.
Fire is probably the big pit we dug out to make the fire probably hurt a lot.
I was gonna say, as a thing that they've found out fairly recently, the chemicals that grass, that scent that you get when you cut grass, is actually a
Grass tears.
Is a signaling chemical that that herbivores are nearby that are damaging the plants. So
Yeah,
it is functionally it's functionally their scream of pain.
We're learning so
you-
much today about
So-
things.
but so does that like do anything to the other grass? Does that like absorb it and then make it taste worse or something? Like why does it do this?
They don't know.
It's
Okay.
just, here's your impending doom, dog.
You know,
Welcome.
back to the why questions. For some reason, that's not something you can answer for me.
I'm going back to our impending doom.
Grass might have a hive mind. You don't know. We don't know. We don't know.
Because the grass is making a plan, Josh. That's really what it is. And someday it'll
Okay.
enact it. There's more grass than us.
What is it? What is it?
I mean, it's kind of inconclusive. It says everything is big. Something's out there.
Big beast.
You keep your eyes open. I'm going back to sleep.
Solid plan.
I'm just going to assume that it's going to be somewhere either south or east.
I mean, it's probably not in
It's gonna
Panacea,
come straight
right?
out of the water.
Probably not in Panacea. We left there.
Right.
Just wake up Rodok first.
I was gonna play music, but now I don't want to.
What a chicken. Undedicated to your craft.
I mean, I look at like if I went through this personally, I mean, some embers are coming up. I didn't hear any reverberations, and I got no information from some grass. So I'm going back to sleep.
Yep, big cobble.
Okay.
You should have
So
woken me up. I would have shot the grass. We would have won.
There we go.
it's true. Was there
Well-
another person who was there?
No, it was me for the
Oh,
rest. It was 2 hours each,
yeah.
right?
Yep. Okay.
Wait, I thought that I had one. I thought we were doing
Yeah,
4.
Gangrous has the last
Oh no, I was just gonna say there's 4, right? Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well then I will wake up the Minotaur, and as I'm waking him up, I will say,
He's a Loxodon, by the way. It's okay. Wait, are you Minotaur or Loxodon?
It's a Minotaur.
I'm
Oh,
a,
are
I'm
you?
a Minotaur.
literally all of my poems have been calling him Minotaur. I've been
Yeah.
wrong for 5 sessions.
No, you're right. You're
No,
right.
you're right. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna wake him up, and I'm going to explain. I see big poof and fire, and I put head on ground, and I hear thing, and I wake up big kobold, and big kobold is stupid and don't hear anything, and I ask him talk to grass, and grass no help him, and he go back to sleep. I think it's
Having
big
Joe
bad.
having Joe in the party is like having a toddler with you.
I have one. Yes, this is true.
Look, just go to bed. It's fine.
Sure.
I'm gonna walk up to the fire and kind of like fuck with it to where there's not actual flames coming out of it and it's just coals. Look, we're not as visible now.
And fire hurt grass.
Cool, man. Just it's all good. Nobody can see us now. It's fine.
Okay, can you roll perception too?
There's a giant monster in camp with you.
Roll better than I did. Nope.
I just think I'm fucking crazy.
Yeah, you feel
mean,
nothing, you hear nothing, and in the fire you see nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty nonchalant about everything. I was like, yeah, it's fine. Be fine.
I just think I'm crazy.
All right, and for the rest of your watch, it goes uneventfully, and morning comes. Yeah.
I would like to talk to my mushroom family. Ask them their
Family.
names.
Christ, I wasn't prepared to come up with a mushroom name.
Princess Toadstool.
You're gonna get us demonetized.
Thankfully,
Sorry. Yeah.
Fantasy Name Generator has a fungus name generator because why wouldn't it?
He fucking has everyone. So
Oh, this is not fungus names. These are names of fungi.
Shiitake. Lion's head.
Even better, everybody has like a 5-syllable scientific mushroom.
Listen, you can just give me like Ma and Pa. I don't need to go crazy. There was something to talk about. Was asking their names.
Oh, I did just find a homebrew for Myconid playable race.
Wow.
This kind of looks dope. Anyway, they're actually better yet. Are you actually asking them their names?
It was my plan since like yesterday when I was talking to him.
So how many roll a d8 and see how many you grabbed, because I don't think
Oh
we did
boy.
that. 1, 4. Okay. They're gonna look at you and be like, not look at you. God, this is difficult, man.
Sorry.
Josh did this.
I have succeeded.
Yeah. Well, I was expecting you to talk to plants. I was not expecting you to have a recurring character be a plant.
Welcome to Will's life.
Yeah.
Goddamn collectors. Yeah.
Seriously.
As I pet my Steam method and child.
they're gonna say no names, and they all talk in unison. However, you seem to hear more of them talking this time than the last time.
Ooh,
Like the
we got some new
pitch, the
ones?
pitch and tone has changed.
They're growing up so fast.
I whittle some of the wood that I took in there. Eat up, guys.
And like, kids love pulp.
Excellent. I'm gonna roll my d4 now. +1.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
So wait, do we make it through Gangros's watch with nothing happening?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Barley, as you guys are packing up and getting ready to walk,
Mhm.
the child starts.
Craig. Yeah, say his name.
Nope, his name's. I'm not saying anything.
The child.
Is you notice that Craig is just staring off into the distance.
Oh boy.
This is
What do you see, boy?
He's pretty much like unresponsive. He's just staring.
I wave my hand in front of his eyes, see if I get like a reaction.
Nothing.
Turn his head to look at my face.
As soon as you turn his head to look at your face, it almost seems like his eyes kind of roll back into place, and then he kind of like blinks a few times, and then just starts like grabbing at your at the hem of your shirt and pointing out towards the grass, like jumping excitedly and pointing and pointing.
Guys, Craig sees something. He's really excited about it. Maybe we should check it out.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
anybody else notice like his eyes rolling in the back of his head?
I was not paying
rolling back
attention to
out?
Craig.
I don't think anybody was over there other than
In a
Barley,
totally
but
not weird way. He noticed something. Totally normal. Just yeah.
What'd you notice, little man?
He's gonna stop and he's gonna like point very precisely and very slowly and like start squinting his eyes.
I also squint my eyes.
human kobold noticed something. It's okay. I noticed something. Joe crazy.
I was just gonna make that point, Joe. I was just gonna tell them.
Can everybody roll perception with advantage?
Is it cloud? Wait, with advantage?
Man,
Yep.
Craig is the most powerful character. He gave everyone an advantage.
Where is that thing? Is it shift?
Also, for the purposes of the remainder of the day, is it cloudy?
No.
Also,
Just roll.
Jode, I believed you. That's why I put the fire out.
All right.
All right.
There we go.
Nope.
Got a 24. Finally.
Jesus. Okay, so F's. You notice that off in the distance, you can see the beast of the plains, but it's extremely, extremely hard to see. Like just barely over the horizon, you can see it. And now that you can see it, and now that you can kind of see it moving, you can feel the kind of ground rumble every time it takes a step.
First thing I do is I apologize to Joe and tell everybody what I see and what I feel.
I give Craig a high five. Great job,
Guys,
kid.
And all the
But
people who can't see it, it's one of those things where it's just like you look up in the clouds and you just everything kind of looks the same. It's you have a hard time seeing, beyond the grass and beyond the horizon, and focusing your eyes that far away.
It's very bright, I understand.
So what I think we should do is set all this grass on fire.
what? No, it hurt. Grass. It hurt.
Why is violence
What kind of
always the
druid are
answer?
I'm Druid of the Fire. The new grass will spring forth from the ashes of this grass.
I don't think it works that way.
That's fair.
No,
Fire.
No, it's called controlled burning. That's a thing.
Mm-hmm. It is.
And
So incredible.
F's, you do notice that it looks like, if you kind of stare for a while, it looks like it's moving kind of northwest-ish, kind of like across the horizon, but sort of towards you.
I think we should
Gotta
go
finish
look at
the
it.
job.
Fuck Pain
I always-
Fantasy up
I always
again.
wanted to see this thing.
I mean, or we could just keep moving.
Craig's really excited, and I promised him that I would show him the world. And let's start here.
Do you want to show him death too? Because that thing will squash him like a bug.
Barley?
No,
Barley-
it don't hurt. It only hurt nasty gnome.
You could show him Blades and Brews, and we could get a brew.
And as you guys are talking, he's kind of like staring off into the distance again, staring at it. He seems to be like fascinated
I
with it.
trust Craig implicitly much more than I trust any of you guys, to be honest. So I think that we
I
should
agree.
probably head
Barley?
over there.
Barley, you get steamy and we go.
He always exists. I spend that cooldown every day.
And we go.
You guys are gonna walk towards the big fuck off monster?
We're
We're kind
going.
of cobbled.
And not to
We're going
fight it,
towards
we just
Blade.
want to get a visual on it. Like
So I will say it
how
is.
often do you
You
see
saw
a colossal monster? Jesus.
you saw it off in the distance in this area, and it was walking northwest.
Oh shit! So it's like 20 days away, based on how far we traveled
Yeah,
in one day.
that's what I'm saying. Let's
Oh,
just.
fuck.
Yeah,
Yep.
but it goes super quickly, so it's gonna get to us in a day, and we're gonna get it in like, it's fine.
I'm sure it'll find us. Let's just keep going.
Alright, well, we're at an impasse. I assume that we just fight it out. Jode and Barley and Craig versus you guys.
Rodak is not.
Blades and Brews.
Blades and Brews is what you voted.
Yes. I believe
Okay.
that is the most logical of destinations at this point.
Ritos is nodding.
Does Blades and Broods even exist anymore?
Yeah, it's down there.
I know that it's on the map.
Panacea was on the map too, and it sucked.
But it was
Yeah,
there.
you can see all the buildings are broken.
Yeah, that's true.
It was there. All right, we're off to see the Blades and Brews.
Okay.
Hold on, no, I'm not.
So
gonna go that
I'll say-
fast. Can I try to persuade them? Who's my main opponent here?
What are you trying to persuade them to do?
Go visit the big monster.
Okay.
Can I instead persuade them and have him
Yes,
give me
I-
advantage?
I look at Jode and I'm like, fucking come on.
Look, I'll say Pretos isn't thrilled about siding with a murderous wizard. So
There you go. See? Division within their ranks.
Now, are you trying to go? Are you trying to take a trip to it, or are you just trying to get close enough to see it?
I just want to get closer.
Okay.
Craig's freaking out, right? So I want to figure out why Craig is freaking out. To be fair, I don't tell the rest of them that, but that's what I'm trying.
I would like. I am thinking that we are going to go up to it. That is what I believe. Although I believe that, me personally, I imagine that when we get close enough, everyone's going to drag me away. So Jode is going to, look at the four naysayers and say,
Friends. Giant, big monster. Friend of kobold. It kill gnome. So it no kill us. Also, big kobold owe me. You think I liar?
I owe you nothing, and especially don't want to walk through a sea of grass where we can't see shit coming, other
there's
than a big
ticks
monster. Did anybody think about that?
All right. So Joe's rolling a 20. Is anybody going to?
wait, do I
Entertain-
get
so
any
the-
bonus from?
Well, I think they have
So
to,
here's the thing.
they have to
I've
agree to
also
do this, right?
I've also
true.
said rules for this is people who want to do it have to agree to the
Yeah.
roll off. Otherwise, they can just choose that their character wouldn't do it.
If you want to keep that roll, Jode, I'll roll against that if you try to convince me as well with like words.
With
Yeah,
what?
I
what
think
do
a
we roll
haiku might be
against?
appropriate, or maybe a limerick. What he's thinking, I can see.
Oh boy.
All right, Will, I need you to do something for me.
I just start beatboxing.
Where are you?
I got you.
You know it must be done.
Yeah, I do. Hold on, I got you.
I'm waiting.
I'm sorry, give me.
I'm
a second.
excited. No, I didn't mean. I wasn't trying to be rude. I'm excited. I'm waiting.
Oh, fucker. Hold on. 2 steps.
Needless to say, if I set the grass on fire, we couldn't actually walk through it, right?
That's a true statement.
I'm going to play my new instrument.
Oh my god.
We traveled across the Great Blue Sea, and now we have a chance to see a creature that just wants to be. Now all of you gather your things and follow me across this great green sea.
I just start clapping.
Okay.
You're the best, Jude. We love you.
What do
Barley's the
you
best type.
what do you roll against that?
Nothing. You
yeah,
just lose.
If for a persuasion, you'd roll a wisdom save. If you want to roll against it.
Yeah. You know, I don't know what it is, but something about that song.
Why?
I'm for it.
Why is Britos
Okay.
rolling a D100?
Making up my mind, man. I want to go see Monster now.
Let the dice decide. I like it.
He Massive terrors the entire group.
We are scattered to the winds.
Yeah, I mean, if I've known anybody to make a really good decision so far, it's been Barley and Jode. So we should follow them.
That's a true statement.
I don't know a single decision I made that was poor.
All my decisions were also great, with the available information provided to me.
All right,
Yeah, but
who can compete with that fucking just absolute hammer of a persuasion roll plus?
I just want to know what EA wants to do. Oh shit, he did it.
I am convinced that we should go see the monster. Apparently.
Yeah.
Okay. So
on,
it's
what's
decided
Chris-
you're gonna
Chris, what's
you're
Chris
gonna
up-
venture out.
What's F's doing?
No, I'm just gonna wait for you guys to go into the grass and set it on fire.
We can end this whole civilization if we if you let this grass fire get out of control.
There's no civilization there. It's fine.
They already don't have
It-
trees. Let's just remove grass
Yeah,
from
but
the
it's- I mean,
equation too.
home would start burning. Bigger water, blades and brews, whatever's happening south of this
It's got to
map,
cross
like-
it's got to cross the roads. It's fine.
Oh, that's true.
Um,
I'm gonna burn this.
and
quadrant.
all right. So can somebody roll survival for me?
I will.
Fire in grass is bad. That's what you're about to learn.
So with that, you can see that like a half day's walk out, kind of like you'd have to almost like double back the way you came, but like kind of to the northeast, there is a hill that you think if you could get there, you could get a better vantage, and then everybody would probably be able to get a good look at the monster, especially considering its trajectory.
Pa always said you have to understand your enemy.
Well, you didn't know that. I'm the one that rolled survival.
I'm just saying it just out of the blue, not for any particular reason. It just
I huff and I go, if you're gonna do this, follow me, and I start the trudging.
Big kobold friend again.
I secretly give Joe a thumbs up.
And I smile
Okay.
my toothy grin again.
All right, so go ahead and we'll say you spend about a half day, a few hours walking out, and you finally make it to the hill. Yeah, this Joe definitely plays
yeah,
the whole
he's playing
whole
it
time.
way. Yeah, fuck yeah.
He's riding on a high that he was able to convince everybody and plays us the entire way.
Chris adopted
Yeah.
this to us, by the way.
So can everybody? So now that everybody's on the hill, can everybody roll perception with advantage one more time?
Can I ask?
Thank
too,
God we
as-
have advantage.
As we do that, is Craig like tweaking now that we're getting closer, or he's just doing the same shit?
He's getting excited, but as soon as you get to the top of the hill, he's just kind of in a dead stare at it.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Fuck crit. I know everything about this monster. I know his name. I know his blood type.
I double crit failed.
That
Wow.
Holy shit.
How'd I miss
is-
that?
Look, man,
That is
I'm guarding-
incredible.
I'm guarding our flanks. You guys are sitting
Yeah.
here busy watching this monster, and I'm
You're watching for dogs.
like a hop watching everything else.
No, you're just standing behind me. You literally can't even see the fucking monster.
That's
Hold on, I
incredible,
have something.
Jesus.
So this is not an exact representation of what you see,
Is it a big
but
ass cactuar?
it is my. So imagine this, but the cannon is with a lot more eyes, and it is
Okay, I'm done.
massive. It is the biggest thing you've ever seen. It is like
I bet
taller
she's-
than any building, any castle you've ever seen. But judging by how far away it is, you know that it's how big it is combined with how far away it is. That this must be an like absolutely massive beast. It takes, you know, 10, 12 seconds once it raises one of its legs to swing it up to walk and put it down again.
Who the fuck voted for Cthulhu Monster to be on this goddamn map?
Are you fucking kidding me? Do you know who's your DM?
Oh, that's terrifying.
He's done
Okay.
so.
Loves the
I would say
tentacles.
I take credit for creating the monster, and then Seth took it from there.
Oh my
I look at
God.
everybody and go, did we see what we needed to see? Jesus.
Yeah,
can't
when
remember
when he
her.
says that, can I lean down and like look at Craig like, what do you think, man?
Craig is completely unresponsive, just dumbfounded, staring at it.
Is it's out of character? I'm asking. Are his eyes rolled in the back of his head, or does he just look weird staring at it?
He just looks like he's just staring at it at this point.
Okay.
Riley, can you get anything out of this kid?
I turn his head to look at me again.
As soon as you like force him to move, he like snaps out of it and he starts doing the same thing again, like pointing excitedly, like making sure that everybody sees it. Like he's running from person to person, like grabbing at you, and like if you're not currently looking at it, he'll like try to force you to turn to look at it and pointing at it just like incessantly.
I see it. It's gross looking. What are you
Yeah,
trying to tell us?
Is
And
that
he's
your
like-
paw?
He's like
No.
beaming and smiling and like
I guess he's probably close to the same height as me, I'm assuming, and I'm gonna look him in the eyes and say and point and go, Rizzo? Rizzo?
No.
I'm not asking you.
as soon as you say that, he looks like terrified though. He's like he just kind of like stops and like surprise stares, and he's just like,
No,
and then and then he just like looks over and like stares at it again. Also,
We've
in my
heard Craig
head
talk,
canon,
right?
he is like Craig is like 2 inches. Like, just barely.
Wait, Craig,
I'm
what?
okay with this. He's taller than Jode.
Oh yeah,
We've heard Craig talk before, right?
Craig cannot talk.
We have never heard him talk.
I mean, he can talk a million languages with his eyes, but not actually anything verbal. All right. So if
So,
Craig does not want to approach, then I'm satisfied.
Is everybody else satisfied other than Jode?
Yes.
I lead
I'm
them
sorry,
back.
Which direction is he heading? I might have missed that.
Towards Panacea, it
towards
sounds.
At this point, by the time you guys get there, he's kind of like up here, and heading in that direction.
He's gonna finish off Panacea.
I mean, again, from just living in this world, like about the creature. It just kind of wanders around anywhere from up here all the way to down here. It just walks around
Gotcha.
anywhere in the entire.
I
kinda,
take my
open
camera out
central
and I
area.
take a bunch of photos. They don't really represent the scale of the monster, though.
Do you do that obnoxious thing where you like try to pretend you're holding it in your hand?
I just
and,
all the touristy shit that you do. Like
Yeah.
I give him a banana for skill.
Yeah.
All right.
Craig looks like he's trying to like push it over or whatever. Yeah.
Let me see. Give me 1 second.
So we didn't attack the monster. I feel like that may have thrown a wrench in Seth's plan.
I don't think he wanted us to attack the monster.
I shoot at the monster.
No! No shoot! Band of kobold!
Can I make his gunpowder non-combustible prestidigitation snuff?
Absolutely not. Special gunpowder that's magically resistant.
Okay, so on the way back to getting on the road, Epps, can you roll a survival check for me?
I can.
Okay. With the 22 survival, you see off in the distance, the first time you were going there, you kind of had a mission. This time you weren't like looking towards anything in particular, but you see what looks to be kind of like blood in the grass over to the south, kind of parallel to the road.
Like how much blood? It's got to be pretty fucking
Like
bloody.
yeah, like enough blood, and like the grass is disturbed in that area too.
There's a lot of blood up ahead in the grass.
That's interesting. And I walk that way.
The grass is fighting back, finally. It's about time, grass.
Hey, Rodak went to go scout it out. Let's just stay here and see what he comes up with.
Yeah.
No, I'll walk up there too.
Okay. Are you all going, or is it just Rodok and Gris?
I'm hanging back.
I was gonna say I'm gonna be in the back, but
Yeah, I'll go
tentatively.
forward. Let's go.
I'm sitting talking to Craig, and I'm like, this big. This shit was wild.
And he's nodding and
Yeah.
getting all excited. Yeah. Okay, so anybody who is walking up there, can you roll survival again for tracking essentially?
Oof.
Just want one of us or
Ooh.
everyone who's up there?
Everyone's up there, I'll say.
All right,
Hold
on.
Wait, to show up? Oh. Hey!
yeah.
Natural
F's.
20.
So Jode, your natural kobold instincts, you kind of like smell the scent of blood, and
Can I tell what kind of blood it is?
yeah, well, you won't know exactly, but you know it's animal blood of some sort. And Pretos and F's, you definitely can like keep track of it and like follow him, and keep up with him. But the three of you, tracking this together, come across the laying in the grass, which the grass is kind of tall enough to envelop it a little bit, so it's hard to see until you get up close to it. But you find the corpse of a bear in the grass.
Meat's back on the table, boys.
For my Outlander ability, is there bears out here that I would know about?
It would only
Can
be in the
you
bear forest in the south.
can you roll? What would that be?
You want nature?
Some sort of nature? Yeah.
Ugh. Yep.
You have no idea.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck is this furry thing?
I hate that nature is a fucking int based. Like makes no sense.
Yeah, we can figure that out later.
Next time I'll just do survival.
Yeah. Yeah, you have no idea if there's bears or not, where they're
Yep.
native to. You're just like, yeah.
How torn up is it?
So give me an investigation.
The other gun I'm great at. Oh, hey.
So an 18, you can see the killing blow. It seems that there is like a knife wound in its neck, like somebody was trying to kill it and bleed it out. But there's also just surface deep wounds kind of all over its shoulders, arrows in its back, in its side. It looks like it's been through absolute hell.
So you're saying the hide is unusable?
It is torn up, yeah, and matted, and
Okay.
Yep.
Just wanted to see with my leather working if I should jump in there and grab something, but
What condition are the claws in?
The claws are also actually. Why don't you give me an investigation on that? That's a good question.
Nine.
So it has claws. No, you can see like the claws look like there is like scratch marks nearby. Like it looks like it fought.
Okay.
If you're looking to see if the claws were like detached, or I'm not really sure what you were looking for.
No, just
specifically.
well, I mean, the idea is either myself or I'm going to ask F's to remove the claws for me.
You know, this I'll say this isn't really something you need investigation where it's pretty obvious. You see, it's got like flesh underneath the claws. Like there's
So
no
fought
way
a
that
battle.
any sentient person would miss this. Yeah, there's like
Sure.
bits of flesh and blood and caked underneath the claws.
Okay.
It was fighting back.
F, so you think you're more well equipped to remove those two front paws than me?
I mean, I do leather working. I don't know about claw removal, but sure. After I just say a quick prayer and, you know, sorry that Brother Bear was murdered
Sure, now
because
he's a
this doesn't
druid.
look.
I wanted to set the
I'm
grass on fire, and it was no big deal.
Well, more grass will grow. You can't grow bears out of fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not that level yet. Uh, yeah, I guess. What do you want me to you survival to get him some claws? What do you want?
Um,
I mean, if I was going to do it, I was literally going to take the great axe and chop them off.
so as soon as you go to start doing that, an arrow thumps into the ground right next to the bear, right kind of by your hand, by your foot, right where you're leaning down to do that.
I'm glad I didn't walk over there.
I rise with a smile on my lips.
And you see off in the distance, just barely rising above the grass, a figure just holding a bow with another arrow knocked. And you hear her call, "Stay away from it!" And as soon as she says that, she kind of coughs and falls to her knees.
Oh, she's got the COVID.
And after a few seconds, she struggles back up to her feet, re-knocks the arrow, and holds it at you.
How nice does her bow look?
Very nice.
Is she 60
He
feet
just got
away?
that crossbow.
Yeah, I mean, we'll say she's about that. That's fine.
Okay,
there-
I'm gonna cast command. DC 18 Wisdom saving throw,
Okay.
and tell her to come here in great haste.
Command is one word, Chief.
Come.
Um,
Jesus Christ.
She starts walking towards you. As soon as she starts walking towards you, she takes about 4 steps and stumbles and falls flat on her face.
So, how tall is this grass that she was standing in?
It's like 2 or 3 feet tall.
So, are there other people around by chance?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Maybe.
Is there
Yeah.
a way that I could tell from, I don't know, is there any like other disturbances in the grass? Can I roll a perception for that?
I would say, I mean, perception if you're just trying to like keep an ear out for them. If you want to like try to track them through the grass, this is survival.
I don't want to know specifically where they are. I just want to know whether I believe, based on what the grass looks like, there are
Sure.
other things.
Sure, we'll do perception. That's fine.
Thank you. Yeah, if there is, then I'm going to make someone who's better at such things tell me.
Mhm.
And you said it's sunny, yeah. Hey!
Off to somewhere in between you and her, you do see a couple of like divots in the grass where there's like a disturbance there.
I am going to tell the druid that what I see.
Nice. So
Also, I want you to know that I'm making
Um,
all of my determinations based off the fact that you can talk to the grass.
So, by the way, as you're all doing this, she's still continuing to try to walk towards you, but it's like she takes one step and falls exhausted, and it takes a few, 30 seconds or so for her to like get the strength to stand back up and start walking towards you again.
Yeah, from the first time that she like fell trying to walk towards us, I'm just gonna start walking towards her. Not like aggressively or anything, no weapons out, just walking towards her.
Well,
He's
he's.
gonna be ambushed.
I was just gonna say. Did Joe tell us? He told us that there was.
I believe that that there were disturbances in the grass, and that I personally, Judd believes that there might be other people or whatever this
That's
thing
not Judd's
happens to
voice.
be.
Do we know how many about or no?
I didn't ask for that. I didn't try to
Okay.
get that.
No, I'm just double checking that I know my knowledge before I do anything else.
Yeah, essentially, Judd says,
I see grass. It looked different. I think more people here with her.
and then I point in the direction, and
Thank
that's what
you.
you got.
Okay. And
I want to know from just character-wise, Gangers, the thing you're doing, are you doing it regardless of that, or are you doing it before that? Are you?
I would say I heard that. I'm just doing it regardless. Like I said, I'm not walking up threatening or anything like that.
Okay. I will say it doesn't take you long to start walking towards it. Can you roll perception as you walk by?
Yeah.
All right. So as you walk through, you see absolutely nothing. The grass looks normal. You just start walking towards it.
Like the stupid kobold.
On the way there, I'm going to pull out a medical kit or a healer's kit.
Okay.
Kind of hold it in front of me as I close the gap.
Okay. I just want to give everybody else the opportunity. Anybody else want to do anything before we resolve that?
yes.
So, do I hear Joe talking about people in the distance hiding?
I think they were between. From the description, they were between us and her. Yes, Seth. Or
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in the distance, in the sense that they're between us and her. At least I believe.
But I'm still like further back from this whole.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that when you were saying in the distance, you weren't thinking it was behind her. That's all.
So do I know roughly, approximately, say to within a 20-foot square area?
Oh boy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Joe knows like roughly that he can see the like kind of divots in the grass where there's a disturbance.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do two things because speech is a free action, correct?
Mhm.
Hey guys, I'd really like it if you guys came out. We've had our fill of being ambushed by stupid shit. I just want you to know, as a show of goodwill, I can very well just hammer you into the ground, but I'm choosing not to. And I'm going to hold an action, ready to. I'm going to hold an action with Acid Splash,
Mhm.
because that has a 60-foot range, so I'm guessing that's within, and it has Splash. So, in case anyone does anything hostile, if anyone lifts a weapon, I'm going to lob a glob of acid against them and against anyone within 5 feet of them.
Okay.
Pretty sure that you're threatening corpses there, Rodak.
It just, I just want to be safe. I'm tired of things biting me in the leg. You understand.
Sure.
You get it.
Okay.
Please don't murder these people. Not again.
I'm being diplomatic. Look at all this opportunity that I'm giving for them to surrender peacefully.
I'm just saying, Genghis, you don't know anything about what he's doing. For all you know, he's
Oh, I
writing
heard
the
him yell
spell.
out stuff.
Oh, that's true. You did. My bad. My bad. You're right. You're right. You're right. Okay. Is that everything we're doing before we resolve?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. So, Genghis, as you get up to find this elf woman who is collapsed in the grass, She looks beat up. Like she also has cuts all over her. She looks to be what looks to be at one point was an arrow wound, but she has looked like tried to self bend kind of unsuccessfully. It's like bleeding through the cloth, and she just seems very pale and extremely weak. And as you try to what I assume is use the med kit on her, she's like resistant, like she is like trying to pull away, not like hostilely or anything. She's just like kind of distrustingly pulling away and trying to like back away from you.
Look, if I wanted to kill you, I'd kill you. I'm trying to help.
And then she's just at this point she's still under the spell.
So it lasts 1 round, Seth.
Oh, is it 1 round? Okay.
Yep.
She's gonna say, just stay away from him.
What, the bear?
And she's like, yes, just stay away from him.
Okay,
He doesn't belong to you.
sure.
And
You realize you're bleeding out, right?
as she's saying that, you can see that like she's starting to like well up, and there's like tears in her eyes.
So the other people that are in the grass around here, are they dead?
She would say, I don't know. I sure as hell hope so.
Okay. You're aware that you're bleeding out right now, right?
She just all of her attention seems to be like focused on the bear. So,
I don't remember. Is the bear actually dead, or was it?
Dead.
yeah.
I think it was stabbed in the neck or whatever by a knife.
Filled with arrows, beat up completely, cut across the neck.
Yeah. Look, well, in comparison to the people that I'm assuming that you and your bear took out, I think that we seem a lot friendlier. Can I bring you back to my party so we can maybe stop you from dying? You don't need to
roll
exert
persuasion?
any persuasion. Yeah. 16.
She never kind of her gaze never leaves like the rest of the party as where the bear is, but she like reluctantly like grabs your shoulder, and tries to stand up, and starts kind of like slowly limping and walking in with you in that direction.
Is she within 60 feet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
Because I
Will,
cast
can
the
you
spell.
do your thing real quick?
Yes.
You gonna fucking shoot this girl?
No, he's not gonna shoot the girl. He's gonna play some
I
music.
gotta keep this on.
Oh, that thing.
Shoot some beats.
I like to pull the arrow out of the ground that
Wounded by a broken heart. Healing word do your part.
7. I healed her 7.
Okay. She as you do that, she it seems like her steps kind of lighten, and she is still really focused on the bear. But she does seem to be like limping less, and she's lighter on foot now.
when she gets there, I'd like to offer her arrow back with a good berry.
She completely disregards it and collapses to the ground in tears on top of her bear.
Why do you cry over this beast of the woods?
And she's gonna look up and you yell, "He's not a beast!" And kind of
I wait.
continue kind of just in absolute devastation at the sight of the bear.
I'm flipping through a book, and just kind of looking around. That's a bear, right? Bears are beasts.
Do we
I'm
know?
getting the
Do we know about
impression-
Bell Village as characters?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm getting the impression that's a companion of hers, or rather was.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to try to tell us what happened so we can understand better? Maybe help you?
So after a little while, she kind of comes to, and she slowly wipes the tears out of her eyes, and catches her breath and kind of composes herself, um, and she said Caps was my best friend. We've been bonded since I was a kid. I don't know how I'm gonna go on without him.
I understand. Sorry for your loss. I did say a prayer over him.
What are the average lifespan of a bear versus the lifespan of an elk?
Oh my god.
These are magical bears in Belt
Magic
Village.
bears.
Because I feel like given the lifespan of an elk, you're probably gonna go through a couple bears. Just take this as a learning experience.
He's a young elf. He doesn't know yet.
There's the great company out there. It's called BetterHealth.com. BetterHealth.com, and it's really great for all of your emotional needs.
BearderHealth.com.
Better Health.
What
Um,
happened? What happened here? Because obviously you didn't slay your companion.
So she's gonna kind of like look F's in the eye a little bit sheepishly, and she's gonna say, "Well, I've been riding out. We usually do trading with the folks at Beggarwater. But on my way there, I don't know what they were doing or why they were there, but just a couple of folks, they started to hunt me down, and I've been on the run from them for days. But they finally caught up to me, and they got a couple arrows and caps, and we did everything we could to fight them off. But and then she kind of like starts to tear up again and look down at the bear.
I want to place a hand on her shoulder and just say, I don't think that the bear could have asked for a better death than in combat protecting its companion.
I'm gonna go inspect the corpses.
Okay.
Seth, can you read your DMs?
I know. I don't. Okay. Are you? My question is: are you trying to do this? Are you trying? Last time, I don't understand. Are you trying to do this? Like, are you trying to hide this from the party? Or are you trying to? I don't. I'm just a little confused.
People.
Last time, I thought you were secret looting, and then you're like, "Oh, I just didn't want to interrupt the session," and now I'm just.
Now I am just gonna do it secretly because that was it was fun that way.
Okay, it makes it a little difficult for me to run the session while also DMing you about loot. So.
That's fine. Well, I don't actually care about the loot itself. I just kind of wanted to walk over.
Okay. So, Rodok, as you walk over there, you see F's is also rummaging through the bodies.
Jode.
I'm sorry, Jode. Yeah.
And I peer right over Joe's shoulder. Find anything good?
Not yet.
Just totally unabashed.
You do find, a couple of pouches of gold. Not a lot,
Have to say a number for the treasurer.
I know, that's why I'm like. You find 13 gold pieces among them.
Damn, they got
you
more
do
gold than
find-
me.
You do find some nice leathers, and not like ornate weapons, but like fine hunting weapons and stuff among them.
We could probably sell
The alpha woman is going to look over at the people who are like looking over the bodies, and she's going to say, "How many are over there?"
How many do I see?
You see 4.
4.
3, yeah, almost. She's gonna say there was a 5th one, and she's gonna get up and walk over, and she's gonna say, "God damn it! Like, he got away. There was one I don't know if he was their leader or what, but he was the one who ended Caps.
Did they come from bigger water, or you don't know?
I have no idea. I don't know. I'd never seen them. I've been trading with Bigger Water for, a few months now. The village elders trusted me to venture outside,
Hmm.
but now
And I'm sorry, I didn't ask your name.
she's gonna say, I'm sorry, I didn't ask yours either. My name is Sorota.
My name
Rhoda,
is
I am.
FantasyNameGenerator.com.
That was actually not. That was one I made up. Thank you very much.
My apologies, sir.
So Rhoda, I am F's. And these are my companions who will introduce themselves on their own.
I'm good.
Hi, good. I'm Rodok.
I am still rummaging through a body, but I say, I am Jord.
I'm Gris.
She's
Fritos.
just nice to meet you all. I'm not really sure. I don't think I'm supposed to talk to you guys. But I don't know. At this point, I don't know what anything means anymore.
I tossed her the pouch of the 13 gold we fought. This
Uh,
from the kill.
No,
That's true.
subtract 13 gold.
And she's gonna look. Is this supposed to make it hurt less? Because I don't understand what this is for.
That is from your kill. You have earned it by trial and blood.
She's going to
Shoot the wizard in the face.
yeah. She's gonna kind of look down at it and just get a little angry and say, "You think this is supposed to make up for it? My
No.
No,
best friend and companion is dead." She's like, at this point, I can't go back to my village. I can't go back. I can't. I have nowhere to go.
Why you no go back?
She's gonna look over at the Baron Point. She's like, he's dead. How am I supposed to get back? The dishonor that I bring, it's a lifelong bond. We're supposed to keep each other safe from everything, and I couldn't protect him.
There's no shame in being ambushed by predators from bigger water.
We don't know they're from bigger water.
were they all human?
Unless I specify, I want to keep it canon. In this world, it's just a mixed bag of races. It's just.
Well, the reason that I asked
I
is
had
that
thought that they were specific from bigger water because that's where she was trading. So I apologize.
Yeah, unfortunately, we seeded a lot of racism into this world.
right. Well, but isn't Bigger Water a human settlement?
Bigger water is a human settlement. Yep.
That's why I'm asking. So, like, whenever I ask, are they all human?
I thought you were asking me if the corpses were human. That's why. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, kind of. Well, I'm asking her in character. Like, everybody that she fought, were they all human or were they mixed races? Like,
I mean, there's bodies
Trying
on the
to-
ground. Are the
She said,
bodies
I
on
think-
the ground human?
She's like, there was one human. I don't know what his name is, but he was. He wore nicer armor than the rest of them. I mean, in fantasy world, that usually means he's the leader, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
she the one that got away?
are there any insignias on the corpses?
There are. There is. If you look at the printed leather on the chest, there is an insignia of a wolf.
Is this some insignia of the douche head club? I think we can
Good
take this.
one.
You know, it's unlikely you're going to be able to face off any more adversaries in your condition. For a small fee, my companions and I are, and I'm speaking for the group now. Open and amenable to helping you seek justice for the death of your companion. And since you have
God damn, are we
interest
the
in-
worst? We're the worst fucking type of people. I hate all of us.
Wow.
Since you have just come into a bit of gold, I believe that there's some business.
You just gave her the.
Yeah,
Why you? I don't understand. Who let wizard talk?
I hate us so much.
Rodak, what exactly is our fee?
Apparently 13 gold!
Waived.
Yeah.
It is waived, is what it
Thank you.
is.
That was kind of the point that I was getting at. F's. Thank you.
Please don't pay any attention. He's short and he has to make up for it.
I'm sure. I'm not worried.
First off, it's not going to bring him back, but please allow me to help you bury him properly and give Caps a deserving burial. And
Burial.
She looks at. She says, "No, I have.
He's still dead.
If I have any chance of redeeming myself, I have to bring him back. I have to."
all right.
How are you possibly going to drag a dead bear with you?
I'll build a cart and pull it myself. Whatever I have to do.
Wood.
She just kind of looks around desperately. She's like, "I'll find something. I'll put him on a cloth and drag him. I don't know. I will
start weaving a
find
grass mat.
I ponder this for a moment, and do I have 10 minutes to cast a spell?
Oh, we're gonna solve a weird problem.
So I have
We talked to the mushrooms.
It's a ritual. What do you have for a
Floating disc.
ritual?
floating disc.
For 1 hour.
You
What
throw
a heart.
lemon on floating disc?
Follow her all the way back, casting floating disc.
It's 3 feet in diameter. How big is a bear?
Yeah, but it holds up to 500 pounds.
I think we just
so
need the head.
You just need to put the bear's fulcrum on the fulcral point.
And someone's got to hold that up.
How much do bears weigh?
The disc levitates.
More than
I don't know,
500
how
pounds.
A lot.
Well, no. This bear is, as stated, incredibly fucked up and missing numerous pieces of its body.
Oh
It's
my
been
god.
exsanguinated, so I feel like that all has a weight reducing functions.
Are you going to cast this every 10 minutes after an hour?
Yes.
Yes. It might take us like 3 weeks to get to the forest, but it can be done.
I'm dragging
I feel like
limit
there's
of
a better way.
480 pounds. Me and somebody else could drag the bear. I'm fairly certain.
I'm gonna step in. It just.
My pa always said.
Look at me. Look me in the face right now. The bear is dead. I'm sorry for your loss. I know it hurts, but the absolute best thing that you can do right now is to get vengeance. It's so goddamn sweet. I promise you. Look. I pull my guns out. We're gonna shoot this motherfucker in the face. Let's go. This is we're gonna militia up. It will make you feel so much better. I promise.
She kind of like puts her arm up and starts like kind of wiping away the tears a little bit, and she's like,
grab your bow. Let's go. Come on.
She's like, I can't. I appreciate it, but I can't. But you're right. I can't bring him back.
But you can fuck some people
But I
up.
will. She's like, but I will take care of him. She's like, I don't want to bother you. I don't want to.
We're like a posse.
Just listen. If you find him, and if you find them and you kill him, better yet, if you find him and capture him, so I can look him in the eyes and kill him myself, and take him to the village, I will make sure that you are welcome in the village for as long as you shall live.
Are you sure this feels like a side quest where we follow you and we get vengeance on? Like it really feels that way.
She says, I mean, I don't even know where to begin. She's like, the last thing I knew, I took an arrow to the shoulder, and Caps was, he was alone with the rest of them. It looks like he took out some, but I have no idea. I was unconscious when all this happened.
Look, just roll with us for a little bit. You're better off. Your odds are better. Our odds are better of finding and killing this guy if you're with us.
We're heading south. We can at least get you to Blades and Brews.
Right.
She says, I need some time with Caps. I need to be able to do this myself. I know you guys don't understand.
I do.
I
but
understand.
I need to.
This guy for you. No problems.
Caps was like family to me. I need time by myself.
I press the good berry into her hand, and I'm like, this will at least give you some sort of nourishment. You'll need it.
She takes it and nods. She's like, what? She's like, this. I didn't know anybody outside of the village could cast spells like this. She's like, where did you learn how to do this?
Wasn't exactly learned. It was thrust upon me.
And she's like, just kind of a bewildered look in her eye, a little bit skeptical. She's like, now I really want you guys to visit the village. Like you come find me, but make sure that you bring him with you.
How
I
much
will.
of this person do we need to bring back?
She
how
wants-
Alive?
Alive.
Alive was
Well,
what
I
she
mean-
asked for.
I know it's
Alive-
weird for you, but yeah, alive is what she's requesting.
Alive is a spectrum.
Once
I,
the
No.
apo- I
No, but
apologize for
it's a
our
spectrum with
goblin
with
friend
a
over there.
line. Yeah, there's a line, and on one side
It-
you're alive, and on one side you're dead. It's
You may not know what a
definitive.
dictionary is, but if you look it up and you look up murder hobo, his picture's right there.
Jordan has a question.
And she kneels down and she says, yes, little one.
Why are you so far north? And why are you so far west?
Trading.
She said, well, I was in trades with bigger, the folks at Bigger Water, but when I noticed that I was being tailed, I tried to lose them. I went through Blades and Brews. I went through the grassland, but every single night they seemed like they kept getting closer and closer, and eventually we were ambushed while I was trying to lose them. I thought I had lost them a couple times, but I don't know why they were after me.
When they first tracked you?
I've been on the run for a few days now.
Did they track you near Bigger Water?
Yeah, it was in Bigger Water when I first noticed them.
I would like to cast magical awareness.
Okay.
Until the end of my next turn, on any location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of me that isn't behind total cover.
Okay.
I'm
What
just
are you
nonchalantly playing my magical item.
what are you looking for?
She doesn't know why they were following her. I want to see if she's got anything magic on her.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, you sense nothing magical coming from her other than just kind of like the innate kind of magic
Sure.
that elves have.
Okay.
All right.
I
I
have
think-
nothing more that I want to ask or anything, but I do want to ask, was there any, like, I don't know, trinkets, even if they're not valuable, like shiny baubles or anything on the four guys who are dead?
No, it seems pretty straight up like they, judging by their the gear that they were outfitted with, it seems that they were hunters. Like there was bows, there was stuff to like make camp. There was a hunting knife. There was the leathers they were wearing seemed to be handmade. Like it's pretty obvious that they were hunters.
Were they short bows or long bows?
What do you want them to be?
I would like it to be a short bow because then I could probably use it.
Then yeah, there you go. It's a short
When
bow.
you're short.
The
I'm
with
taking
my-
a short bow.
With my
Okay.
leatherworking tools, can I collect all four wolf head insignias off of them, and maybe
Absolutely.
make a leather thongs to make necklaces out of them?
Absolutely.
And just to make sure I don't remember. Did we establish you don't care about ammo?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I don't.
God.
I was like, well, I was gonna take all the arrows. I just wanted to make sure.
Except for that time that Barley's suddenly going to lose his ammo and have to count every individual pellet. But arrows, no. Have at it.
Take the arrows, what's
Perfect.
valuable.
Thank you.
I tell everybody I have an idea with these wolf's head things. When we get to Blades and Brews or any other town, I say we just wear them. Might attract the attention of whoever we may be looking for.
Yes, but you only have enough for like half of us.
I know. Well, that's all I got. What do you?
I take a Sharpie. Yeah, I can take care of the rest. It's okay.
You know what? Maybe during some downtime, I can take the rest of the leather from their armor and create some more.
No.
I was
Far
gonna say,
enough.
I was
Other
gonna say
three
four
can
is enough
watch.
to. It's to attract attention, not like this is totally bold. I'm sticking it in your face
You're gonna get arrested.
Now,
for what? Something I found.
They're gonna think you're part of Team Asshole and they arrest you.
I'm on your team. I'm part of Team Asshole.
No, we're
John's
still
sick of
arrested.
sunlight. We go?
So,
Yes.
as you guys are discussing this, it seems that Sorta has started taking the claws off of the
Caps.
bear, and she runs over to Gangris and hands him one of the claws and said, "If you make it to Bell Village, take this. This is how they'll know.
Okay.
Show
you.
them this. If they'll probably attack you when you come, but just show them this. This should at least get you in to talk to people."
Okay.
Show them that you murdered this bear. That'll help.
I'll
All
take
right.
some of my rope and
And it's and at the
fashion
moment
around it, tie it off.
it's still a raw, just like there's
That's
like
fine.
part of the knuckle and fur and blood and sinew left.
I still got a zombie head hanging from me. I'm sure it smells awful.
Oh yeah, you do, don't you?
All right.
Okay.
I guess we should continue on the way.
I would just like to point out that you guys gave me so much shit for killing a practitioner of the black magics, but we have this other guy who's just carrying around decomposing heads and no one bats an eye.
Yep.
A
I
zombie
actually
head.
did not remember that there was that.
I didn't either until he said that.
Yeah, it's in my inventory. I got it.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
That's just
Okay.
the freshest one too. There's all kinds of like shrunken shit hanging from my person.
To the blades and the bruise.
So just in the interest of speeding things up, I have nothing else planned for road encounters, so we can just skip to Blades and Brews if y'all want, unless you have something else you want to do along the way.
I just wanted to snag that hunting knife off the corpse. That's it.
Okay.
Does it mean there was like one more rest in between there?
Yeah, there was one more night. Because of the extra pit stop, there would be one more night. Actually, no. It would have taken 2 rests anyway, so there's really like 2.5 days left, or a day and a half left. But
Gotcha.
split
No, I
hairs.
just wanted to make sure that I got a spell slot back and I cast a good berry again. And do you just want to play this that I talked to the damn mushrooms? Or you want a whole fucking conversation?
Yeah, I need some time to plan out the mushroom.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll the
family tree.
d4. Just go
For
with
this,
it.
I know Josh is very disappointed, but for
No,
this
it's
time,
okay.
I
We've
need to
had a lot of nature discussions.
I am sorry. I just hit you with this, but I was like, wait a minute, Josh gave me the idea of mushrooms. I'm like, that's something that can come with me.
So Seth,
Hey, +3.
So
What's up?
would you say we wasted most of the day like fucking around between going to visit the monster and then the activities
Yeah.
with the grass? Could I sneak off from this campsite and go back to the bear carcass and make it back to the camp by dawn?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it was like a half day to get out to the
Yeah,
viewpoint and then
we
back.
we wasted a bunch of time, right?
Yeah, I would say the next day you'll have to take an exhaustion point if you're not going to
Yep.
take a rest with everybody. But yeah, you
That's
can.
fine. All right, I do that.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll the sneak out of camp or?
Sure.
I mean, I don't want to volunteer it, so I just sneak out of camp. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I mean, everybody's asleep. I'm not really gonna.
Okay.
We'll say like during, you volunteer to watch, and during your watch, you're gone.
Yeah. So I sneak back up to talk to her. If she's
Okay.
still by the bear.
It takes you a little bit to find her. Like you have to like the bear isn't quite there anymore. It's like pulled off the road further, and you do find like traces of a camp, and it takes you a little while to find her, but you do find her. There's really not many places you can hide in the grassland.
Which is fine. I'm approaching her.
Mhm.
So I walk up next to her.
As you walk up to her, by the way, she readies her bow, and as soon as you get close enough to see who she is, she lowers it, and it's like, "What are you doing back here? Don't you? What about your friends? Don't you have a son?"
So as I speak to her, my jovial affectation is gone. So I'm like, he's not mine. I think it's important that you come with us. There's nothing here for you.
She looks and she's like, I know you wouldn't understand, but there's rites, there's ceremony of bonding. She's like, I don't know what to do now that he's gone, but I have to do something. I have to, uh, honor his memory and honor his life. He was bonded to me, and now he's gone.
The only way to honor his life is to kill the person who killed him. That's the only thing that's going to bring peace to him. And I understand completely. I'd like to roll persuasion to try to convince her to come along. Sorry, Seth.
She's gonna look at you and say, "You sound different. What's different right now? Why? What's changed? I don't understand why you're so invested in this. We just met."
It's just it's something that's very important to me.
Go ahead, roll perception or roll persuasion. Sorry.
Okay, come on. It's not good. Come on.
I will say, because I understand the story implications of this, you can have persuasion. I mean, you can have advantage on it.
20.
With a 20, she's like, can you at least help me bury him, and then I'll go with you? She's like, I can go back to Blades from Brews with you and maybe find who this is. She's like, but after that, I make no promises. She's like,
pull a shovel out of nowhere.
Okay. So you spend, a good majority of the night trying to, dig a shallow grave for him. You notice that his claws are gone, and she's wearing them around her neck and kind of a makeshift fashion. It's very obvious she didn't know what to do with them, but they're there. And yeah, you make your way back to the camp by morning.
Okay.
The rest of everybody else who doesn't have been on watch now, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you make it back.
Trampled by a large beast.
In typical perfect timing fashion, as everybody's kind of like waking up,
we slip back in.
You're slipping back in.
Hey, look who I found during the night. I was on my watch and she was just walking around.
The fuck?
And she kind of like scratches the back of her head and just waves. She's like, "Hi." Yeah, I guess we're gonna go. We're gonna go find this guy and get revenge. And she smiles over at Barley.
Yeah, let's fuck him up.
Welcome. My mushrooms are ready. I talked to him.
She's like,
Glad to have you back.
I don't know what that means, but awesome, I guess.
Yeah, we do weird things and we kill people. That's our whole thing.
Yeah, he's got a kid that isn't his. He's got a mushroom family.
Like, yeah, I thought that was his son.
It's like a surrogate, like male ring type deal going on. I don't really know.
All right.
All right, we're on to Blades and Brews.
Hi, Sierra. My hand is.
And she disappears.
She says hi and
We're all
then
just
walks away.
waving at the camera.
Yep.
I'm sorry. What was that? What was the last thing?
I think we're on to Blades and Brews.
We're off to see the wizard.
Okay. All right. Are you planning on doing your plan? Are you all wearing the wolf insignias as you go in?
Yod has no intention of putting on the insignia. It clashes with his outfit.
Anyone
I'll
else?
put one on. Yeah.
Barley?
What's the plan again?
I want to draw this guy out, so
I'm on board. I put on the wolf insignia. I put on 2.
wow.
I'm the captain of this team.
Actually, I need 1 second.
Yo, so Barley's kind of fucked up, huh?
Probably seen some shit.
That 4-page backstory wasn't just feel-good moments.
Jesus.
Oh. All right, we need some in music.
We need to level. I need some more spells.
Yeah, we do need to level. Can we start prompting him more?
I think we need to advance the story more. I think he's got a plan of
It's
where we were
almost
supposed
All
to.
I'm saying is, had we burned down the house, I'm sure we would have leveled.
I'm
Just
gonna go with
we
no.
killed all the gnomes or the
Uh-huh.
monster.
No, not that one. We're not killing the monster. He killed the gnomes. He is friend of Kobold.
That was our party member, and we left him
I don't
behind.
know. All of a sudden I got this theory that Craig is actually Barley as a kid, or somehow
I know. I'm excited to figure out what it
teleported
is.
into this
Yeah,
time.
there's something weird going on, and I'm super
Yep.
pumped.
All right, sorry.
No problem. So, are we inside the inn?
Yeah, you're walking up to Blades and Brews. For as big as it is and the stories you've heard about it, there is surprisingly little people here.
Oh no.
Like
little
tiny?
people. I'm scared of little people.
No, surprisingly
Yeah.
few people
Oh,
here.
people.
I liked little people better.
There's only one horse stable outside where there's a big ass stable that looks like it'd hold 10, 15 horses. There's there's not people coming in and out like you'd expect out of a big inn. You're all familiar with the smaller inns in Luton, and they're bustling. There's people coming in and out. There's it's busy, but just something seems quiet and still.
Okay, I gotta change the music then. Hold on.
Is it just going to be crickets?
I could use a mead.
I have mead. You want some?
No, you keep your mead for when we don't have it to buy here.
Oh no, I mean with me right now.
Oh,
All right,
no.
so I assume you guys are going
I
in.
still got Ye's 5 gallons of mead that I still have to bottle that was his wedding gift. So maybe at year 2 you'll get it.
Hmm.
Assuming you guys are going to go in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So as you walk in, it's quiet. There's what looks to be 5 or 6 picnic table sized tables, and no one's at them. There's a bunch of small circular tables, and you only see about 4 or 5 people in there. There's just one barkeep, and that's basically it. It's just there. You don't see anybody in here.
Anybody wearing any nice suits of armor?
Yeah, he's sitting right at the table. Just we fuck him up right here.
Was that easy?
Yeah, no, there's nobody wearing any suits of armor.
I walk up and order a mead because that's what I want.
Yeah, same.
I ordered 5 meads.
I drink from my hip flask.
Shots! 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 About to get fucked up here.
Barley, I don't think that we all function as well drunk as you do.
Well, it's time to learn. You gotta learn by doing, is what I always say. It's what Pa said too. Pa always said you gotta get fucked up.
Didn't our companion get tracked through here? So we can assume that there's probably unfriendly forces nearby and you wish to lower your capacity to fight?
I think it actually raises his
I work
capacity.
better. Yeah, I got a certain level. It's like beer pong. You gotta be a certain level to play well.
So yeah, as you get up, as you walk in, behind the bar, you see a lizardman just wave you over, and he's just like, yeah, sit wherever you want. Let me just flag me down if you wanna get any food. We got some great specials going on tonight. I can tell you about them if you want.
Sure.
Like, he seems wholly unenthused to be there.
Some salted potatoes.
He's like, you guys plan on staying the night?
Yes.
He's like, well, that's great. He's like, we're doing 3 rooms with the purchase of a meal. Just let me know, how long you're staying, and we'll get you set up. The only thing we ask is that you tell your friends. Just
How much would you say a meal costs?
I mean, it's negligible for what we keep track of. It's a couple coppers, couple silver.
Note to self.
Yeah.
Why is it seems
me,
kind of slow
5
for
gold.
such a crossroads? What's going on?
And he's like, yeah, just not many people traveling these days around here. After he's like, you guys heard about Panacea, right? You know about that?
Oh, we are acutely aware of Panacea.
There's a
like,
great gnome there named Alden. I recommend you visit him. He's real fun.
It's like,
For the
Alden.
burn of the great goddamn man.
Like, Alden's a little shit. I don't know who you're talking about.
the
He's like,
fuck?
he comes down here sometimes,
I
and
pull my gun out.
he's like, he stinks. He always trying to boss people around. He's like, I always just kick him out whenever he comes down here.
That is
You
true.
are my favorite person. What is your name?
I shoot that guy in the face.
He's like, well, ever since that happened, just people are really afraid to travel these roads. There's just, they're afraid of the beasts of the plains. He's like, I don't know, it walks by here every now and again, just like it used to, and it never bothers us. But seems like regular folk are scared.
What about you seen anything that looks like this? And I show him the wolf's head.
He's like, I'm sure somebody may have worn. I don't know. It doesn't look familiar to me.
Nobody's come in wearing this insignia at all.
He's like, I mean, they might have, but I don't know. I don't really pay too much attention to them.
What about anybody coming through here in like some, I don't know, nice suit of armor? Human?
Yeah, he's like, the only armored folk that we get around here these days are guards. He's like, they're usually patrolling. They're coming from Tolan looking to collect payment and for whoever's traveling by. He's like, that's probably another reason why. He's like, it's expensive. Tolan's really upped their prices on passage through. So
Can I roll insight into whether I think he's lying about the wolf's head part, not the
And you're a lizard folk, so you got some advantage there.
You 100% believe him.
Oh, so back to what I asked earlier.
Friend, what is your name?
He says, my name is Tolvir. Like, I'm the owner of this fine establishment here, Blades and Brews, and he kind of puts his hands up, and he just, for like a half second, he seems proud of it, and then he's just kind of like, okay.
Were you owner when Blades and Brews was constructed?
It wasn't me. He's like, but my family's owned it. Owned it for past 30 years.
Blades and Brews has good reputation at Tiamat's Rest. We always appreciate coming through.
He's like, yeah, we love having the kobolds in here for sure. And
that's a lie. Roll on that shit.
Nobody likes kobolds.
No one likes kobolds. You gotta roll on that shit.
I'm not gonna roll on that shit. I'm okay.
You're like, yeah, fuck yeah, kobolds.
He said he hated the gnome. I love this man. He is my best friend.
I don't understand how you
following in the
hate him.
family
He's so-
footsteps is quite
so
honorable
fucking
of you.
great.
he's like, the people of all the humans at Bigger Water, though, they also used to travel, but more and more lately they've been keeping to themselves. I don't know if it's because of the beast or not, or what they're doing over there, but yeah, they don't really seem to leave too much anymore.
What do
Gotcha.
they do to sustain themselves? This land does not appear to be quite so prosperous that one can just turtle themselves in.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of good fishing out there. You know, you can live off that. They don't have to do much maintenance. They just live in. And he looks down at the kobold. He's like, no offense, but he lives in the little huts that the kobolds made over there. So, they spruced him up a little bit with what little resources they had. But it doesn't take much to move into an empty city.
It's okay, I understand. They're like parasites. They get knocked down by natural cause, and then humans move in. I don't understand either.
He's like, yeah. He's like, when the city was young, we used to have people coming in all the time, going back and forth to Toln, to Panacea, but just over time, everything just kind of slowed down. It's like we don't really get too many people traveling anymore. He's like, so anyway, everybody want some? You guys want some food?
Yeah, absolutely for
drink?
the free.
Yeah,
free
what's
room.
on the
I
menu?
look at Craig and I go, "Do you have chicken nuggets and mac and cheese?" He's real picky. I don't know.
Pretend it's my kids. Pretend
He's
it's
like,
my kids.
he's like, hell yeah. He's like, we got a kids menu. Check it out. And then he
Oh my
pulls out a
God.
kids menu.
Craig, do you want a tiny cheeseburger or some small pancakes or some one chicken tender?
Like dino nugs on the menu?
Yeah, dino
He's
nugs.
Your choice of apple slices, fries, or applesauce.
he starts like nodding when he hears the chicken nuggets, and then sits at the I assume, are you guys sitting at a bar, the table?
I get him one of those booster seats.
Good.
Like he doesn't need a kid
Table.
seat. He needs a booster though.
Okay, so yeah, he sits down at the table and he's kind of just like looking around and just kind of just bebopping to himself.
I hand him my phone
He's-
so he can play games. Like I don't know how
You
people
s-
did it before phones.
Be a man, hand me your gun.
You said
again,
there were other people,
again,
right?
just pretend they're my kids, Will.
Yeah, there are other people.
About how many?
There's like a half dozen.
Is there a table that has, I guess, multiple people?
There's
All
one.
half dozen people are sitting alone.
I'll say there's one group that has two people sitting at it, and everybody else is sitting alone.
It's the most depressing bar ever.
Yo, how about a song to spruce this place up?
Oh, hold on.
Well, I'm gonna
And
walk to the table of two people.
As the as Tolvir hears that, as he's getting all your food and drink together, he's like, "You're a bard?" He's like, I could really get some customers. Can you play music too? He's like, can you maybe if you play some stuff to liven this place up, we can get some more people in here. And now he's like starting to get a little bit excited about the business again.
Yeah, he's got a crank in his back. You just twist it clockwise, and then it'll go.
Josh,
It's
I'm
fantastic.
ready. You just let me know.
Like, we haven't had music in here in years.
Don't play music if food is free.
He's like, well, no, your room is free. The food's not.
Food was already free before you find out I barred. I will play if my food is free.
I was like, no, it's like, I don't. How do I know you're good? It's like, if you're good, then maybe we can negotiate.
Best.
All right,
He's
so I'm
gonna
gonna try to
pay you
persuade
with
him that
exposure.
I play the best music and that he should just give me my food and
You should
room
hear
for
his
free.
concertina. It's incredible. I'm sure you don't know what a concertina is, but it's a really cool instrument. It's like
He's like, oh my god, I
an
do know
accordion.
exactly what a concertina
It's
is.
like an accordion, yeah, with no keys. It's dumb.
Are you persuading?
Okay, I wanted. I didn't know if that was something that I could do. I don't know if he just would have been like, absolutely not.
Yeah, go ahead. The fuck is that?
Oh yeah, because I have my thing. If I roll anything below a 10, it just goes to 10.
Oh yeah, so you crit failed and you still get a
Yeah,
17.
but yeah, no,
That's
you're,
incredible.
it's still a crit fail though. He's like, I was trying to be nice. He's like, but he's like, I have never heard a kobold that knew anything about art. He's like, I will be surprised as hell if you know anything about how to play that. He's like, but I'm willing to let you do it. He's like, how about we play it first and then we'll decide if we're gonna comp the tab.
Okay, Jode can think of song.
I need time.
No, it's just you're playing your concertina while you think. Yeah, it's fun.
I want to slide the appropriate amount of money for his meal across the bar while Jode's not looking, just so he thinks regardless that he got a free meal.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have like one of those I guess bar songs where like there's the stomping going on like in the traditional like I don't know the
Like an
traditional
Irish
like
drinking song?
Irish like pub going on where everyone's like boom boom boom, and Jode's gonna set up there and as it goes. Come on down to Blizzard Brews, Blizzard Brews, Blizzard Brews. Come on down to Blizzard Brews. We got all of the things to drink. Drink. Come on down to Blizzard Brews.
There's one guy in the back who's clearly very drunk, and he's
Fucking
jamming
loving it.
along, stomping his feet, clapping his hands, like starting to sing along with it. And everybody else is just like
You
their
think
head
that.
down, like not trying to make eye contact.
Come on down to Blizzard Brews. We have the.
I can't even.
I'm
Come
just
on down
gonna.
to Blizzard Brews. We have all the mighty food. Come on down to Blizzard Brews. Everything is here for food.
And bam.
All right, high or low?
Oh, not perception. Sorry, I'm gonna roll performance.
Oh, you are gonna roll performance. Okay. Okay. With a 13, he's like, it's not. He's like, I'll give you credit. He's like, it's probably one of the better songs I've heard from a kobold, but
And that was
And-
with zero preparation.
and he'll wink over at Genghis. He says, you know what, let's, we'll I don't know if we're gonna hire you back, but we'll give you your meal for free for that one for us.
Look at that, Jode, talented as always.
Great job, Jode. You're the best.
Hey, Jode, you know that
I raised my
song
glass.
where they just chant gold over and over again? You should try that one next time.
I was waiting for the music. I was gonna start singing.
I throw however much gold we have at Jode. Like, good job.
Toss a
Make that
coin to your
make
kobold.
Make it rain. And I just throw. I assume like I don't know, 10 gold, whatever the fuck we have.
I will pick that up. I do have my personal gold in my character sheet still.
I have no idea what we have. 170 gold. I throw it at Jode. I fed
183.
I fed a bunch of steam yeast, so I'm not sure what's left.
So this is a Blades and Brews. Do you guys actually have any equipment here?
He's like, what? Oh, I mean, we used to supply stuff to Bigger Water, and that's where the name came from, but not anymore. It's more like Beds and Brews now, if you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
Would you say that is there a marketing director around that we could talk to?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
They're definitely on staff.
Perfect. She has some really good ideas about Twitter and
So Rodok and Fs. Can both of you roll perception?
Can I? No. Hold on. There we go.
Fs. There is one patron in the corner of the bar who something about it just seems off to you.
What does he look like?
Uh,
Race
there
doesn't
is
matter.
a middle-aged. I don't know. I wish I have to do a random race. A middle-aged. We're not doing that. Dragonborn. No, that has too many other implications in this world. A middle-aged.
Jode is just like going to like fuck this shit.
Yeah. A middle-aged dwarf, actually, who is wearing pretty simple clothes, and what looks to be like a you recognize as like a blacksmith apron in the corner.
Arthur, is that you? I haven't seen you in forever.
It just seems off. Is that all?
Mm-hmm. Something about it just seems odd to you.
It's almost like he doesn't enjoy the concertina.
Joke's on you. That was the one who actually cheered.
I get up and go approach this gentleman.
Okay. Are you
Hello,
gonna say
friend.
anything? You're just gonna walk up?
No,
Okay.
no. Hello, friend.
He's like, "Can I help you?"
No help needed. Are you passing through or you live here?
I'm just passing through. Just had some work to do at Bigger Water, and I'm going home to Tolan.
Oh no. So you traveled a little bit. You've seen some things.
Yeah, I guess. It's like, I go where I'm needed. Tolan. I mean, they had some work for me at Bigger Water. It's like,
That's what we're heading to Tolton too. Yeah.
So
You ever see
he
anything
seems
looks
like
like
really
this?
dismissive. Like he keeps trying to talk over you. Like, yeah, awesome.
Great. You ever see anything like this? I show him the wolf's head.
He looks at it. He's like, no, are you looking for someone?
Maybe. Just or something. I'm not exactly sure. Just this symbol seems to be leading me in that direction.
He's like, I don't know. There might be people who wear that in Bigger Water. He's like, they have all kinds of like clans and uh, groups and he's like,
Gotcha.
but he's like, I don't know if anybody specifically wears it.
Gotcha. Nobody in Tolan though, right?
Not that I know. Toll's a small town. He's like, I know everybody. I grew up there. No, nobody in Toll wears that.
And I'm gonna try my insight to see if he's lying again. See if this actually worked.
Okay.
No, apparently
You
This fucking
you
sucks.
believe him wholeheartedly.
And you said you did work at Bigger Water. You
But
look at the apron.
can you what do you want? What are you doing here, man? Like what? I'm just trying to eat my dinner and go to bed. What do you want from me? He's starting to get
Nothing.
like agitated that you're talking to him.
Sorry that I bothered you, sir.
He's like,
Just
can't we,
walked away.
can't we just eat in peace? And he's kind of like muttering to himself and seems like relieved that you're walking away.
Dig deep. Come on, Chris.
Do I notice that he's talking to a dwarf?
Sure.
In the background, Jode is going to play some more music, but like not to drown it out, but soft enough, all right, to hopefully help maybe well up some emotions inside this dwarf, all right. So possibly in the back, and we'll see if anyone recognizes. You're just gonna hear Jode. Over the misty mountains rise, leave us standing
I hate you.
upon the house. What was before, we'll see once more. Our kingdom, a distant light. And then it's going to be the entirety of the song in the background. Maybe that might prompt some emotions from our dwarf.
He looks over and like smiles and nods. He appreciates the gesture and then goes back to eating.
I go to the barkeep and buy him a drink and tell him, send it over and tell him I'm sorry for bothering him.
Are you delivering it, or are you having the barkeep deliver it?
No, I'm having the barkeep delivering it.
He kind of like grabs it and looks over to you and nods and puts it up to like kind of cheers you through the air, and then takes a big long sip.
Yeah. When I sit down, I just tell everybody, I don't know, I felt something kind of off about that guy. Tried to spike up a conversation and super dismissive. Just
You want help? I'll
grumpy.
help you out.
You want to go try to talk to him?
Yeah, you talk to him. I'm gonna help you out.
I don't think he wants to talk to me anymore. I really pissed him off.
Maybe we send Big Cow Man over.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's all right.
Did you happen to see what he was drinking?
I just went to the bartender and told him to give him whatever he was drinking already.
Yeah, just ale.
Okay. I'll get an ale for myself and I'll walk over there. And I do have a question. Can we do the alternate rule where intimidation I can use my strength instead of charisma?
Sure.
Okay. Not necessarily what I'm gonna do, but just for future reference. Walk up and take a seat. Hey man.
He's like, just because your friend bought me a drink doesn't mean I want to talk. What do you want?
So I'm gonna sit down at the table and I'm gonna pull both guns out. I'm gonna lay one on the table, vaguely pointing in his direction, and then start cleaning the other one.
He's gonna be like, okay. What is this all about? He's like,
Oh well, that's
like, are you guys with Lutan? Is that? He's like, is that? He starts getting frantic a little bit. He's like, is that who you are? You with Lutan?
Why does that matter?
He's like, so you are with Lutan?
No, I'm just curious why that matters.
Um,
Do I look like I'm from Lutan? I'm from the fucking quarry.
He's like, I don't know. There's all kinds of Lutan. He's like, I could never tell. He's like, unless you're human, I have no idea.
Sure, well, human, Minotaur. No, it's not where we're from.
He is he's like he kind of looks around. He's like, I'm not looking for trouble. He's like, I'm just trying to get through. I just want to, I'm just going back home. Just what do you guys want from me? Just whatever you want.
Well, I believe that my friend over there asked you about this symbol right here and like lift that up. Do you know anything about it more so than what you said? It'd help you leave out of here with a lot less trouble, I think, if you actually told us something.
I told your friend. He's like, some of the people in Bigwater, there's like clans and groups and factions. He's like, they're all divided. He's like, they just, there's some infighting and stuff too. He's like, I'm sure somebody wears it in there. He's like, but I have no idea who. He's like, but it looks like some of the ones I've seen in there. He's like, I swear, I don't know anything else.
Okay. Do you you recognize our elf friend over there?
He looks over and he's like, no, I don't hardly ever see any elves. He's like, who's that? Am I supposed to recognize her?
Maybe.
And you see him, he's getting more agitated. He's like starting to like shake his knee up and down, and
So I pick up my gun that I'm cleaning and I point it in his general direction and I pull the trigger. And it's empty, so I'm cleaning the gun or whatever, but it makes that like clicking noise or whatever, like with the hammer dropping.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if that helps the intimidation roll.
See, so here's the thing. That will go through your head and kill you, just straight up. I will kill you in a much more painful way if we don't actually get any information out of you. Because, see, the girl over there at the bar is a lot more important to me than you are. So, like, any information that we can get would be fortuitous for your health, I think.
He's like, I already told you everything. I don't know what you want from me. I told you. I swear I don't know anything about any elf. I don't know anything about any wolf thing. I don't know.
I mean,
go ahead.
I don't know if I should roll an insight or try to roll intimidation. Like, out of character, I feel like dude's being straight up, but I don't know.
You do you, buddy.
My intimidation would be higher, but yeah, if you didn't call for it, I'll do
I mean,
insight.
I mean, if you want to call for intimidation, you go right ahead. I use it like interchangeably with like persuasion, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Intimidation is just angry persuasion.
Right.
Yeah, I'll roll intimidation.
Okay.
And do I guess I mean a 22 is good, but do I get advantage with Barley helping me?
Yeah, because he's
Okay.
like the gun definitely helps.
Oh Jesus. 22.
Um. So as soon as you do that, and kind of like, can you describe how you're using intimidation? Are you yelling? Are you getting like close to him? Are you gonna like? What do you? What does the intimidation look like?
I mean, really, just kind of everything that we had said in tandem, like the slow build of the guns being laid on the table, the click of his gun, me pointing out that he can either get killed by this guy really quickly or a lot more slowly by me unless we hear something that we like. Not raising my voice, just kind of being like almost like leaning back in a chair like this, just having a conversation with him, but menacingly through what I'm actually telling him.
He you see him basically like shit his pants when this happens. He's like shaking. He's like looking around. He's like okay. He's like, you swear you're not from Lutan? He's like, and he's like, I'm gonna get myself killed. He's like, do you guys know what magic is? He's like, I feel like an idiot even asking you this.
Yeah.
He's
I
like,
have no idea. Our wizard only shoots crossbows.
he's just like, you know what? He's like, he's like, I'm done. And then all of a sudden he just disappears.
Like, fuck, that was just a joke. I'm sorry. I take it back.
And for the initiated, he casts the spell Blink and disappears in before your eyes.
Okay.
Damn.
Can I cast fuck, what's it called? Magical awareness.
I guess.
I know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of me.
Okay.
Is
I
it
mean,
like
you 100% know, like, yes, this is Blink, and I guess there's not really other information to give, so I will give
well
this to
it
you.
gives me the location of it within if he's within
Wait.
60 feet, I have his location.
Is we actually know that it was the spell blink?
Gris does not know specifically that it's Blink, but it is known to the two magic initiates in the group.
I don't know what the range is on blank out of character, so
Reddock, that guy's higher level than you.
The
Yeah.
range of blink, you're just gonna appear.
Shoot him with your crossbow.
whenever I cast magical awareness, does he pop up on my radar? Because it gives me the location if he's within 60 feet.
He's on a
He's on another
demi-plane.
plane of existence.
He's
That's
he's
what
not.
blink does. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but he's gonna come back
In 6 seconds.
within 10 feet.
I cast Blink to follow him.
You have blink?
No.
Oh.
Damn it, Josh.
My God.
Now,
and
we wait patiently.
like, I mean, Rodoc was a part of the original conversation, but now, like, watching them, like, fumble back and forth, I walk over. All right, you guys ruin your interrogation. What the hell happened?
He got scared and fucking disappeared. He asked us if we knew what magic was. We said yes.
Uh-huh.
Mentioned that we had a wizard, and then he fucked off.
Can you do that, Rodok?
I mean,
That looks like it's pretty fucking
What do we-
useful.
What do we pay you for? I don't understand.
you guys pay me?
Yes.
Yeah, and
Uh,
then you
enjoy-
give gold to people.
Yeah, you gave 13
Uh,
gold to that lady over there.
Can I get a perception check from everybody?
Nope.
Okay. So pretty much everybody except for Jode and Gangris. Notice it sounds like something hits with a thud just outside the building wall.
I'm too busy playing music.
I run out to go see what the thud was.
As soon as you get out there, you see the man who you were just confronting just sprinting down the road.
How far away is he right now?
I don't know. We'll say you got like 100-foot head start ahead of you. You had to get
Jesus.
outside, get
I
around the
sh-
building.
I shoot him in the leg.
Okay.
I have sharpshooter, so 100 foot is within my range.
You want to roll?
Yeah. Sorry, just it's broken, unfortunately, so I can't roll in the thing. 18.
Oh, that misses. No, I'm just kidding.
He's a dwarf in heavy armor.
I
of course.
might kill him, unfortunately. I promised myself I would take sharpshooter every time.
You're using less lethal rounds.
Yeah, no, they're
not hollow
rubber.
point.
Yeah, rubber shots. Yeah.
You hit how much damage you do?
Oh boy.
All of it?
And I mean, you specifically said you shoot him in the leg, so that
I
I would
did,
assume that
yeah.
you mean non-lethal.
Non-lethal, yeah. 16 damage.
Okay, he is limping very heavily, but he is not down. He
What
continues
the
to.
fuck? Oh my god, guys, he's
Yeah, I'm gonna
fucking
sprint after
massive
him.
enemy.
This is the
Yeah.
thrill of the hunt now.
I mean,
Yeah, cat sees something running and must chase.
range
He's got a piece of, there was a piece of
120
yarn.
feet.
There's a piece of yarn on that bullet, so it's just hanging off the back of his leg now.
If I hit him with magic missile, could I hit him in the leg too?
No,
God.
spells
Yes, but
can't do
magic
non-lethal.
magic spells can't do non-lethal damage.
I mean, it's a D4.
I'm
You
just
think he's
saying.
gonna-
We let Pretos take him down. Pretos
All right, let him.
is gonna like fucking spear him into the ground.
Alright,
Yeah,
let-
I'll say within like a few seconds because he's injured.
Yeah.
You can catch up to him with relative ease.
And
Are
then
you?
I tackle him to the ground.
He's like, just leave me alone. Leave me alone. He's like,
And
they're gonna know now. He's like, I gotta get back to my family.
Who's
Who's
there?
who's gonna know what?
He's like, are you kidding me? He's like, have you ever actually seen anybody cast magic? It's like, there's a reason.
I've seen it a few times. Yeah. What's the big deal?
He's like, wait, where have you? And suddenly his demeanor. He's like, you've seen magic? He's like, no. He's like this. He's like, Lutan. He's like, you don't. I don't think you understand. He's like, the city. They don't want people to be able to cast magic. He's like, they've been after me. He's like, and then he just starts like, he's like, why am I even telling you this? And he's trying to struggle to get up to keep running.
I'm just gonna keep him down if I can.
Finish him. Come on,
We-
Pretos. Choke him
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna pin him to the ground. I mean, I don't have to. It's a tiny dwarf. I'm a giant cat. I can grapple and pin him.
Have the rest of us caught up at this point?
Yeah.
I never bothered. I took my
Um,
shot and I went back to the bar.
Yeah, I'm currently playing the background music.
I'm gonna roll up there and I'm gonna fucking rage. and because it'll do the whole thing, I'm gonna roll my 1d8. Right. 1. What is 1? Fuck. God damn it. Where is this? I swear to God, it keeps my table in like a different fucking spot. Where the fuck is my table for this?
Wherever it is, you've been able to link it before. So
Yeah.
No,
if
I
you can
know.
link it, you can link the whole thing, and
Some
we
would
can
call
just
it
read off
spam.
it.
Yeah.
Features and traits class
That's what I was
features.
like trying not to do.
All right, one
My rage
is
is
each
there.
creature
There
of
it
your
is.
choice that you see within 30 feet must succeed on a
Thank you.
saving throw, take 1d12 necrotic damage. You also gain 10 HP equal to 1d12 plus your barbarian level.
Yeah, I'm not going to attack anybody. I'm just gonna look at him and be like, dude, and like.
Well, is that
snap.
a something where somebody may take damage, or they do
No,
take
creatures of
damage?
my
Each
choice.
of your choice.
Okay.
Yeah,
Checking.
I'm just gonna walk up to him and like be like, dude, and snap my fingers and just have a bunch of fucking tendrils shoot out of my body and just kind of like stay wiggling in the air. Are we good?
Laughing. He's like, you're trying to get yourself killed, aren't you? He's like, you have no idea. It's like, you have no idea.
Are we good now? Can we have a fucking conversation?
He's like, he's like, we're all dead anyway. Doesn't matter. It's like, you know, whatever. He's like, doesn't matter anymore. We're all dead.
All right, can
And,
we like walk back inside?
He follows you, and he's just like laughing, and he's like, these idiots. He's like, we're all dead.
I'll carry him because he's
I'll
got a
go-
wounded
oh,
leg.
here, let me heal him up a little bit. Let's give him a.
Oh, don't use magic in front of him. He's not gonna like that.
I know he doesn't like it. Who gives a shit what he likes?
Goddamn bitch. That's what I
Fuck
said.
that
Yeah,
guy.
he's gonna see another person cast it. He's like, holy shit, you two. He's like, you guys live under a rock? He's like, how do you not understand how this works here?
Here, well, fucking heal up for 8, motherfucker.
I think that a lot of us do understand. We're just not scared.
I do nothing magical. Fuck, I have no magic. Yeah, I agree.
neither
Those
do
guys
I.
are weird. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck.
You got some magical stuff. Smoke your
I
pipe.
used
I have no magic.
prestidigitation and I make barley smell incredibly delightful.
That's normal.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's Drakkar.
Can you do that to Gangris instead?
Smells like leadership. Yeah, no, I got a scent that I've perfected.
And Sorota is in there, like kind of like just vibing to the music and stuff. She's like, oh yeah, all that. She's like, we can do that. She's like, and pretty much everybody in the village can do that. And he's just like, are you fucking serious? Every one of you.
Stop being a little bitch.
It's a magic union, I think, is what they call it.
Wait, it's nighttime, yeah?
Yeah, at this point.
Joe's
It's
gonna
night.
do magic.
I finally found the perfect opportunity.
Oh god, he's gonna use the thing and mind control the entire bar, isn't he?
I support. I blow
Did
my
we
I
heal
blow
his
my, I
leg?
blow my bubble pipe. Nothing
There it
happens
is.
because Steamy's already here, but I blow it. I make bubbles. I'm like, yeah, magic.
I cast this on the dwarf.
Oh my god. Can you link like the whole spell? I can't remember.
Dance, bitch.
Capering for the duration.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's just dancing. I don't know. Can he talk, or is he just like?
Yeah, it's just his movement.
Okay. Yeah. He's
He
like.
can't move. He's just dancing in place now.
He's like, you all are the dumbest motherfuckers that I've ever met in my life.
I'm not the
Yeah,
one dancing.
for sure.
And he looks over at Pretos. He's like, you two, you cast spells? He's like, he looks over Barley. He's like, you, those guns, they magic too?
Yeah, magic as fuck. I'm just.
And as you start to mention, like, he starts mentioning magic. He's like, and you start getting louder and louder. He's like, every one of you can cast spells. Every one of you, everyone's dead. You're all gonna die. Everybody in the, all like, 6 people or whatever in the, inn start, their ears perk up. They start paying attention a little bit more, and just as that happens, the front door to Blades and Brews opens, and about a dozen guards, who you are very certain are from Lutan, open the door, and that's where we're gonna end it.
Wait, bards or guards?
Guards.
Oh, guards.
No bards.
Dozen
I thought-
bards.
It is an army of
I
bards.
thought a dozen bards burst in. I'm like, fuck.
Jode's self-esteem will never live this down.
So just for my personal edification, what kind of space would you say those guards currently occupy?
Don't
in
tell him
terms of
now.
square
He
footage?
plans.
They're all inside. Like, imagine like, I don't know. It's like a
12-foot cube, 12 guards, 1 feet apart.
Just don't
12-foot
give him
cube.
any info.
Yeah.
No battle maps. No nothing.
It's like a, it's a huge inn, expected to seat 100 people in these tables, 200 people in these tables, and they're inside surrounding you.
Oh, so they've already fanned out?
Yeah, they've come in, they've inside, they're fanned out, and they're
Hmm.
surrounding you with their weapons drawn.
I want it noted that Jode is still playing his music. When we get back, I am still playing music.
All right.
Seth, can I tell you something? I fucked up. My range is only 90 feet, not 100 feet.
Oh,
that
it's okay.
That dwarf should have made it.
Roll
away.
That's okay.
I would have caught up with him. It
Can
just
you-
would have taken longer.
Yeah, can you roll back to when I shot that dwarf in the leg?
No.
I still would have caught him. He only has 25 feet of movement. I've got 35, man.
Is he like an NPC?
Matter of
Because he
time.
has 1 health. I did like 26 damage. Like,
I mean, I will tell you, he cast a 3rd level
oh,
spell.
yeah, he's serious. Take it back. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Excellent
we'll
job,
pick up
Seth.
next week.
Yes.
So does Lutan have some fucking Harry Potter spell monitoring bullshit going on?
Maybe.
Are we playing next week, you said, or the week after?
Can we play next week?
I
me
should be
see.
fine.
Seth,
I
don't see why not.
I don't. I mean, maybe. So I think then I have a lot of planning to do for the next session, like a lot. So if
All right,
I'm
I mean,
ready,
Let us
maybe,
know.
but I
mean,
don't know if I'll be able to commit to it.
It's Martin Luther King Day, so what better way to celebrate?
I guess, but it's not.
Yeah,
everyone
I mean
must not
that's
have
fine.
school.
If
My calendar.
Yeah.
if you're not remotely prepared, then let's just do every 2 weeks. I'm
I mean,
not.
this session was easy to plan for because there was no combat encounters, but the next session is going to be a lot of things are going to be happening. So
What if we don't fight?
we surrender
mean-
to the guards.
I mean,
we
but-
acquiesce to your justice.
maybe.
could happen.
Or 12 of them.
All right, everyone say goodbye to the stream. Goodbye, stream.
Goodbye,
Bye,
stream.
Man,
I
kind
shot
of
you, Seth.
upset that I wasted my